All right. I think we are finally back here. This is going to be our second episode of the stream. Lost Mine of Phandelver D&D 5th Edition. I'm Tutmos, the DM, and before we get started with a recap of last week's events, let's go around and everyone can introduce themselves and their characters briefly, starting with Garen.
Okay, I'm Garen Scully, the cleric dwarf, who well, didn't do a very good job last week.
Not so much.
He is on a quest for self betterment and friendship.
All right, and Thunk.
Ramad Thunk Khalid, who last game, at the very last moment, pulled some weird fighter stuff out of his hat. Half-orc fighter here, by the way. And pretty much saved the party last minute.
Yeah.
And he's actually on a quest to find inner peace.
All right. And Malik. Do you introduce yourself?
Sorcerer, who I don't think got hit last time.
I don't think so.
Rub it in.
The spells that I needed to hit. And I did not get hit by myself, which happens more often than it should. Thanks, Roll20.
Oh, goodness. All right.
He's out looking to make some money for his family.
Nice. Because your family is still alive, right? All right. I think I posted the one application we just got recently where like this dude is a depressed, lonely drunk whose family is dead and he's wanted to become a bard, but some rival bard destroyed his life. Like, Jesus Christ. People.
Oh my god.
It's awful. Some of these applications that you get just, oh man. Anyway.
Purple Dragonborn.
Purple Dragonborn that has magical force breath instead of a normal element, and I think they're maybe chosen ones or something, and they're blessed by the gods and heralds of the apocalypse. Okay, anyway.
Don't forget the super sexy.
No, I don't want to talk about the super sexy silver dragon lady. Okay, Ivor.
Oh gosh.
Ivor.
Well, apparently I'm just the guy that gets hit all the time. So I spend more time on the ground than actually doing things. And my end goal was to eliminate the mistreatment of half-elves, but I don't know if I'm going to live that long, so we'll find out.
Yeah, that brings us to a recap of last week's session. So who would like to start by going over the events of last week? Everyone had a great time.
All right.
No.
So after us meeting each other and jumping on a wagon that belonged to Gundren Rockseeker to deliver his goods to Phandelver, we came upon his overturned cart that he was personally riding with Sildar to Phandelver. After some poor detective work, we somehow managed to figure out that he has been dragged off somewhere by the goblins that had attacked. So we pursued. We made some progress into the dungeon, and then got our ass handed to us. And now we're holed up in a room trying to recover.
Yeah, and as Ivor was making the saving throws, I tried to do a medicine check and failed horribly and practically killed him.
Thunk's quest for inner peace has not got off to a great start so far.
No.
Already killing an ally. Yeah, and so you're basically thinking that Gundren Rockseeker has been dragged off to this goblin lair, which the viewers at least can see the name of, but you all don't know the exact name of this place. Except for those of you who have played my campaign before. But anyway. Yeah, and alas, poor Ivor failed all of his death saving throws and whatnot. You dragged him back to this little side alcove that conveniently also had a bunch of corpses in it, so you threw Ivor on the pile, I guess. So you could take a long rest and recuperate after your awful battle. And you hit level 2, which is great. That'll that'll definitely improve the play because the first level in 5th edition is awful. But yes, you're all resting, and some of you may be mourning the loss of Ivor, but you hear a cough coming from his body. He's still alive, although rather nastily scarred in a way that's not very easy to hide. There's some mechanical effects of that scarring, which Ivor and I went over last week. But yes,
Ivor, you live.
Not very well.
does somebody have a mirror?
Yeah.
You're just
No,
not going to
please,
say
no.
anything about his hideous
Just
scars.
How reflective is my top hat?
Did you
Oh,
polish it during your downtime?
No, I was incapacitated in my downtime.
That's
Yeah.
right. You were unconscious as well.
In fact, I guess as of right now, I don't even know what happened. I just remember getting completely owned by wolves.
And it's
I
fine.
I killed them all, and I dragged your body back.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't be modest at all. Just,
My goodness. All right.
Oh,
Yeah. So now the question is, what would you all like to do? You've woken up and hopefully, in theory, recovered from your wounds,
Well,
except for a giant piece that's missing. But
except for a giant piece that's now missing. Yes.
we can see that.
don't
Yeah.
remind me.
Yeah. I know you can see that. I told you at the end of the last session that you wouldn't be able
Yeah,
to just
okay.
rest in a dungeon. Although technically, at the moment, the door is closed, so you shouldn't. Your characters can't see it.
All right.
well, I think we should continue down the cave.
I guess since we did
Off
kill
topic, completely irrelevant to what's going on right now. Are goblins humanoid?
Goblins are goblinoid, but let's
Goblinoid?
yeah, they are called goblinoids. Incidentally, certain other enemies that you may or may not be encountering are goblin, but no, they actually are humanoids in classification.
Oh, that's weird.
It
Like,
is.
if zombies aren't considered humanoid, why are goblins?
It might be
I think
because
the mental
the
capacity.
mental capacity is different, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
But nevertheless, Draco Liches are undead instead of dragons, even though they have the full mental capacity of a proper dragon. But anyway, it's 5th edition.
Semantics.
It's 5th edition. Okay. Yes. So you all wake up and you have realized Ivor is still alive to your surprise.
You look a little worse for wear, but I've seen worse. I've had worse. You'll be all right.
I feel a little worse for wear.
Certainly.
Garen is a little ashamed at his inability to protect despite his calling in life.
is literally your calling.
And my spiritual, God-given calling.
All right.
Look, Aaron, don't worry about it. We all mess up. We all make mistakes. Pick yourself up. Don't let it happen again.
Right.
All right. Gonna spend the rest of the day in the room.
No, you know what? I guess we'll go ahead and come out of it. I'm sure nothing will happen.
I think I'll lead the way, guys. So I'll go to the door, move our little makeshift barricade, and pop open the door.
Yes, as the door swings open, you are beset upon by 3 goblins.
What?
Shocking.
Shocking.
Surprise.
Yes. Everyone, roll initiative. But hey, you'll get to try out your cool new level 2 stuff.
I know, right?
Like I'm going to waste spells on them.
Oh, man. Solosin doesn't even waste looking at the enemy if they're not a spellcaster in the Saturday game. 3. Sorry, did someone not roll initiative, or am I not seeing something? Oh no, we're missing Malik's initiative. There we go.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Let's take a look here. Alright. Goblin with a scimitar is raring to go. He was ready to attack. And I'm not going to make your characters have the surprised status effect because that's kind of lame given the circumstance. It's not really an ambush. They're shitty goblins. Anyway, so this dude's gonna run up to Thunk and try to slash him.
I will reach around with my shield, use Shield of the Faithful with my reaction
Reach around from
to
behind.
give him disadvantage on his attack.
For the people watching the stream, they know that it doesn't matter that he has disadvantage. Yes, Garen's shield somehow wraps around Thunk. You're hugging Thunk from behind with your shield in front, deflecting the blow of the goblin scimitar. My goodness. All right, Thunk.
A little offset about the shield, but then I take a swing.
All right. Very nice. That's damn. I don't think you got any more damage at level 2, did you? Your great axe, or did you get a +2 or something to hit?
Nope, it's
the same damage that you would have done at level 1, I think.
Yeah, I don't get anything benefit. Level 2, all I get is that extra action.
Yeah.
Axe and Scourge is great. Yeah.
Thunk just cuts through this goblin's armor like butter and just cleaves him right down the middle.
Run up on me, will you?
Alright. Now, the goblins with bows. Or a goblin with a bow. Anyway. Did I skip over somebody? No, I didn't. Alright, that goblin just got really low in shit. Yeah.
Can I still make a move?
Yeah, you can still move.
There.
Nice. That's a very tactical move. Alright, this goblin with his bow and now has disadvantage is going to attempt to fire at Thunk. 14 to hit does not hit. That arrow just snaps when it hits Thunk's tough, leathery hide. Well, he's not a dragonborn, but he's a half-orc, so he has a
Just
tough
the mirrors on the battlefield. It'll make your skin tough.
Yeah. Alright, Malik.
Thanks, roll 20. It's just sitting here, not updating.
You know.
Oh man, it is moving real slow for me.
That's roll 20, alright.
Alright, well, when it lets me get the opportunity, I want to poke my head out and zap one of these goblins.
Alright, I assume using your... What did we call it? Lightning? Not lightning bolt, lightning... something, or thunder...
Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt?
I think it's Thunderbolt.
Yeah. If you're gonna move in front of Garen, I can just move your token for you.
I was just gonna like pop behind him and then go back behind the wall.
Okay. So behind Garen, sweet. Is your character sheet at least loaded?
It's up, but it won't scroll down.
All right.
I think I'm gonna try switching to Discord on my phone. See if I can make my computer run a little bit faster.
All right, Thunderbolt against the Northern Goblin or Southern Goblin? I don't think it really matters at this point.
The one that's not quite behind cover.
Okay, let's see what that damage is. 1 damage. All right. That goblin is
excellent.
Is tickled. It's tickled by your. It's
like we got a little static shock.
Yeah. And then pop back behind cover. All right, Garen.
All right. So, are you going to allow attacking? It's like attacking at diagonal, still considered 5 feet away.
Yes, that is per raw. Yes, that is fine.
Then I am going to run up to here, and I'm going to take a swing at the one directly in front of Thunk with my mace.
All right. Let's see what you get. Roll damage for me. So I just imagine Garen is just so eager to help Thunk. Oh, I'm gonna protect him with my shield. I'm gonna help him kill this goblin.
I'm gonna do so good.
This is so good. Alas, Garen, you hit like Thunk's shoulder as you're swinging your friggin' what are you using? You're using a mace.
A mace.
And yeah, it hits Thunk. He takes 5 points of damage. Which I think is more it's more damage than the goblins do. Oh, poor Thunk. Thunk is having a bad day. He killed his friend last session. Oh man!
And now I'm getting hit with the mace.
This is a divine intervention. It's comeuppance.
Just the gods are not going to let Thunk. Gods are not going to let Thunk let go of his anger. Like, oh
No.
man, Ivor, you're still woozy from having like died. You've been technically dead for a few minutes and came back.
Do a quick glare at Garen.
Oh man, I know Emily said she wanted to donate to give the party a bad time, but she don't need to. You're gonna have a bad time.
Go there and shoot past Garen.
Also, welcome, Faye. I'm glad you were able to make it. Sorry, did you say you were going to shoot Garen or shoot past Garen?
Shoot past Garen.
Because at this point, shooting Garen might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Alas, you're still a little woozy. Your longbow shot hits the wall behind the goblin. Sadly.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. All right. And I'll have to link you to that page, too, for the ammo tracking stuff, because I do have this set up to track your ammunition, your arrows. But anyway, yes. So this goblin here. Let's take a look. This goblin fires his short bow at Thunk, who is the biggest threat and who killed his friend in one hit. And alas, the goblin is just so shocked at seeing his friend die that he fires an arrow and it misses Thunk entirely. Right, Thunk.
And quick, this is how you hit an enemy, Garen.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it.
God. Wow. Yes, that is how you hit an enemy. And once again, Thunk slits this goblin in two.
Then I'm going to move.
All right.
Now do it exactly the way I did it, Garen.
Except with a mace instead of a great axe.
Yes.
Cleaving people in half.
Oh my goodness. All right, Malik. If you're here, Nick. Otherwise,
Yeah, no, I'm here. Just it's loaded.
Yeah, yeah. I assume you're gonna thunderbolt the one surviving, or whatever bolt the one surviving goblin. All right. Malik darts behind this, out from behind this corner, fires a thunderbolt at that goblin and hits. Hey, 6 damage.
Yay!
Actually does damage this time. Actually, it does more than that. It kills the goblin. You strike that goblin's little goblin heart, and it just seizes up. He falls down over dead. Congratulations, everyone survived the ambush. So, Garen had something to say about that, but...
I helped.
All right. Yeah, goblins are dead.
Soon you'll be a big boy.
Yeah, what are you guys gonna do?
Feeling really, really upset about the previous fight, and first things coming out the door, hitting his own ally. Garen is going to cast Cure Wounds on Thunk.
All right. Wow.
And, oh yeah.
At least you can heal.
You probably just didn't restore your spell slots.
Yep.
Because everyone took a long rest, so y'all should be up. Okay, great. Yeah. Thunk is now at max health.
Yay! I look at the others. Okay, it's safe to come out, guys. Come on.
I think I'm good in here.
You either come out, or I will grab you and drag you out.
All right, I'm coming.
This indecisive crap.
No, none of that. Indecisiveness.
Overly cautious now.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Indecisiveness kills. I've learned that on the battlefield as well. I will lead the way.
All right.
I will stick closely behind and try not to hit you with my mace.
See, that's where the spider and dead wolves were.
Yeah.
Single file.
Single file through the cave, please. Bunch up all together.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I spot the goblin. And
Indeed, you do spot a goblin. And roll initiative. Yeah, be a common theme here. In the goblin caves, trudging along without sneaking.
My tiny my tiny
Not
little
sneaking.
dwarven legs are having trouble keeping up, apparently.
Yeah. And this goblin is going to get the first strike here, as you are all technically surprised. So you're not sneaking and keeping a lookout for the goblins that were trying to kill you.
Surprise round.
Karen's not very good at the sneaky stuff.
Technically, there are no
Neither am
surprise.
I.
There are no surprise rounds in 5th edition, but you have the surprise status effect, which is like the same thing, pretty much. All right, short bow against Thunk, 16 to hit. That arrow flies right over Thunk's head. The goblin wasn't even close. And
right,
yeah, then it loops around unless somebody has a way of getting out of the surprise status effect, or you have alert or something. Nope. I don't think anyone's character has stuff like that. All right, the goblin is going to take another shot at Thunk, and this time it hits. That arrow buries itself deep into Thunk's shoulder that had been hit by Garen previously for 3 damage. All right, poor Garen. It's your move.
Oh wow, just enough.
Just enough movement.
I am angry at seeing the ally I had just finished healing take damage again when I run up, take a swing with my mace.
All right. Alas, Garen smashes a box next to the goblin.
It looked like a goblin. Leave me alone.
My goodness. Ivor.
Okay, so gonna move over here. Do I have line of sight from there?
Let's take a
That's
look.
kind of tricky.
Let's take a look here. Control L. Yes,
Okay.
you have line of sight.
I'm gonna shoot my bow at him.
Nice. 10 to hit, alas. That goblin is
He's in the little alcove.
he's in the little alcove, and yeah, he just kind of darts aside from your arrow. I don't think he'll last much longer, though. Thunk is on the brow.
let's see. That's 30 feet. And a swing.
All right.
After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to
goodness.
conquer.
Thank you, Emily, for that donation.
Oh, did I just roll a crit?
In fact, Thunk did roll a crit.
And because of savage attacks, I get to roll 3 dice.
I don't.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see here. Very very generous donation from Emily here. And let me see here. Okay.
How much did she donate?
She wanted to donate some. She donated $10, and she specifically wanted something for you, Nick.
Of course you would.
I know she would.
Thanks, Emily.
Thanks, Emily. Yeah. Okay, and we'll address that after this combat is done. Let's see what Emily has got
Do I
for
even
you.
need to roll damage?
No.
Or you just want to?
So you have a D12, like.
Yeah.
Plus,
So I'll be roll
Anyway.
3d12 on crits.
Yeah, it actually So plus, it ended up rolling a 3 for your crit damage. Actually, it automatically rolls when you crit for 17 damage, and you once again just cleave this goblin into. Like, you do so much damage on your regular hits that you do things like cleave enemies in two, even just with a regular hit. With the crit, like, the two halves are like splattered against the walls.
Slowly slide down.
With his last words as the axe comes down, he says, "Help me! Help me!" He screams at the top of his lungs, and then he's gone. All right, Malik. You are still in initiative order. There are other things, even though you can't see them. Gosh. If I was like a Twitch partner, I could get custom emotes. Mayokai, but
Is there anything else over here for those people that could see? Right there.
Sorry, you're paying.
I was asking Garen
Yeah,
if there was anything else there, or if the enemy was over here.
I don't think Garen can see any enemies there.
I see nothing.
Okay.
With my current line of sight, I see nothing.
I think I see light coming from the north.
Yeah, I haven't added Nightbot yet or any other bot, because I totally want to do stuff with like my API server that I set up for the Roll20 campaign, so you can like do some command and see player stats or something, but I haven't got that up yet. But yeah, Malik, sorry, I need to scroll all the way back up to you. No, Malik, you do not see any other enemies from where you're standing either. Everything
I
costs
just see
money,
light.
damn it. Everything costs money, shit.
I'm just gonna stand here. I'm not sure which direction to go.
You can always ready an action if you see an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just gonna stand here. He's not sure where to go.
Okay. All right, Garen.
Being told about the light to the north, I think I'll go ahead and head that way.
All right. I think Garen can see a light in the north. If I put a light marker there, I don't remember if I did.
I will relay to the party that there is a source of light up north.
Yes, Garen sees the flickering flame of a torch or a lamp or a candle. It's very obviously not like sunlight because it flickers. So it's certainly some kind of torch. Garen can also hear the thunderous roar of a waterfall and a fast-moving river or stream echoing through the northern part of the cave.
I will tell the party as such.
All right. Now, something moves. Let's take a look here. Something in the darkness is going to be running. Isn't the smartest thing he ever did, probably. God. Every time I try to move the map, like Roll20 just it's really janky. Alright. Another goblin comes running out. Although, actually, I don't think you can see it because it's kind of like 5 or 10 feet below on a little minor cliff face. But it comes running out. You probably don't see it yet. And then another goblin also comes running out and is kind of behind or underneath this little cave floor lip. And they've dashed to get there and are not able to do anything else on their turn. All right, Ivor.
I'm gonna move here. Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
There they are.
Yeah, there's two little goblins kind of down there.
Okay, going to shoot at that one.
All right, let's see.
Let's see if I can fully wake up and actually use my bow properly.
No.
Nope.
Yeah,
No.
you think
Nope.
you think you see a goblin's head poking out from this little depression in the cave, and you fire your arrow, but it just bounces off the cave floor. All right, Thunk, you have heard and seen Ivor fire a shot, kind of down over in this area.
Okay. So I'm sure I've run around, and I'm at this point I can see them.
Yep, you can see him from there.
So finish my movement, and rush up on them,
All right,
and that's 30 feet.
very nice.
Oh, swing and a miss.
Alas, yeah, the terrain is a little bit rougher here, and as Thunk swings his great axe, the goblin manages to dodge out of the way, so it's much more familiar with the terrain than you are. All right, Malik.
Hey, look, a goblin. Zap.
Wow, see that one damage. Oh no, 2 damage.
Oh, look at you! Put
Oh, he's upgrading.
It's upgrading. Wow.
So much. Now we gotta make that T-shirt. Hey, look, a goblin.
My gosh. We need to get Faye to design some T-shirts for the stream so I can sell
We're gonna have Venture Day merch.
Adventuring Day, merchandise. All right, Garen. You see a light ahead, and you hear running water.
Seeing that enemies in the vicinity, he is no longer worried about investigation, and is going to run his tiny little legs off as best he can.
Yeah, you'd have to take a dash action to get there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what? I'll dash to get right here.
All right.
Just hoofing those little bitty legs. Just.
All right. Goblin with a bow is going to fire at Garen with disadvantage. And alas, he just cannot get a bead on Garen, even though he's standing literally right in front of him, and is probably like the only person he's seen that's the same height as a goblin in forever. All right, another goblin to the south fires at Garen. What's your AC, Garen?
18.
Good for that disadvantage then. The goblin's arrow strikes your armor and shatters. Otherwise, it would have hit. All right, Ivor.
Okay.
The
going...
goblins now at least have partial cover from the allies standing between you and them.
Get a little closer. Maybe having a better vantage point will help me a little better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go after that one.
All right. Yep.
Oh, thank God.
Very nice.
I wake up.
You finally have woken up. That arrow pierces the goblin's chest, and it is now looking quite weak. And it's also looking like his token is a drawing instead of a token, so let me fix that. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it is now looking incredibly weakened and bloodied. Which it's about to look even more bloodied, Thunk.
Oh, oh, oh.
It's turned into Tim Allen. Once again, Thunk's great axe. The goblin's soft, tender flesh and bones is no match for the great axe. Alright. Would you like to... It's totally dead. Would you like it to move or anything?
Yes, I would.
Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, Malik. gonna have to move down a little bit if you want to hit this last remaining goblin.
Yep. Hey, look, a goblin.
Hey.
Wow. Once again,
Nice.
Malik delivers the killing blow with his thunderbolt. Just fries the goblin's flesh and it falls down dead. Very nice. You are now out of initiative.
Goblin's heart stop.
All right.
Heart stopper.
Well, we'll look over at Ivor. Ivor, so we don't get any more surprises like that. Why don't you do a little scouting ahead?
Do we want to go ahead or do we want to check out the candle thing?
Scout out what that candle thing is.
Okay. I'm going to stealthily go up next to this candle thing to the north. Well, that's not going to be very stealthily.
Here, I'll
God.
guidance you and give you a 1d4 bonus to your roll.
Okay. It's not.
I don't know if that's gonna like undo a crit fail, but
Yeah, as
I don't think.
so. Malik, one of the goblins has something on its person that you might be interested in. This is
Which of the goblins?
Oh,
This is Emily's donation here. Let me see here. I have some rolling to do. Random. Okay. Interesting. That's actually quite nice. Yeah, so this goblin here that you killed with your thunderbolt has something on his person. You can see it shining kind of out from under his tunic. He's wearing something that appears to be magical.
I'm gonna go pick it up. What is it?
It is a magical silver brazier.
oh, man.
It is made of finely woven silver threads.
I knew it.
You knew that's what Emily was going to. If it wasn't the surprise boss, it was going to be a magical bra. Which
I was expecting underwear.
I mean,
Disappointing.
technically,
Wow, between that and the top hat.
you make quite the ensemble. Yeah, it has a word written in it in Infernal. Also, if anyone speaks Infernal. Yeah, so you gather that while wearing the bra and attuned to it, once a day, replenishing at midnight, you may cast a spell without any verbal or somatic components. Just right up a sorcerer's alley. Let's save you a meta magic.
Too bad I don't have tits.
You can still wear it. It's that's the great thing about magic items in 5th edition. They resize to fit your character.
Or
So
you can just stuff it.
Do I have to wear them properly?
You like it. Maybe you could wear it around your head, like a
That's
bonnet.
what I was exactly what I was
Wear-
thinking. Was
wear it like
wearing
a
it around my
bonnet.
head.
Yeah, as long as you're wearing it and you're attuned to it, you get the effect. Oh my goodness.
Well, I can't attune to it right now, so I'm going to fold it up and put it into my bag.
All right. Emily will never forgive you if you don't wear that at some point.
I know.
And she says, "Don't worry, there's still time for a thong." Oh my
I'm
goodness.
expecting it. She donated 10. Isn't that like
Yeah.
only 5?
Yeah.
this keeps going. We're going to be seeing some wizard sleeves. Sorry.
God. Oh man.
Is there anything else on the rest of the goblin bodies? Like,
Yeah, let's take a look here. There's some stuff on there. Across all the goblin bodies in their filthy little pockets, you find 6 gold pieces.
all right.
Did we ever figure out who's going to hold all the treasure for everybody?
Well, I guess since I'm the biggest, I'll be the pack mule.
Well, I mean, I'll keep note of it at least.
Yeah, if at least if everyone can hold treasure, that's fine. But if there's at least one person who's keeping track of what gold is gotten and then divvies it up, just so that multiple people aren't like adding 6 gold to their sheets, and now the 6 gold reward becomes like 40 gold.
All right, Garen. Well, since you can't hit worth a damn, I'm going to elect you quartermaster.
Thank you.
Remind me, Garen, what your intelligence score is, and you're going to be keeping track of the numbers.
My intelligence score is 7.
I am also going to be keeping track. Even if I'm not holding it, I'll be keeping track of it.
All right, and that is the extent of the loot that you find on the goblins.
Just because I'm not playing a greedy warlock doesn't mean I don't.
Oh, I can't believe all these goblins were only carrying 1 gold.
That's funny, and don't forget the magic bra.
Yeah.
Of course. How could I forget?
All right.
I'm just gonna go head up towards the light.
I'll head up to here.
I'll follow.
All right. And Ivor with his generous stealth roll of 1.
Yeah. I feel like I'm like trying to tiptoe with squeaky shoes on.
Yeah.
Nope.
Malik is nice in stealth, but yes. All right, yeah. As you round the corner, Garen can see a lantern as well as a coursing river that is incredibly loud, and he can see that there is a wooden bridge held together with rope.
So do we want to keep going this way, or?
Is there anything else on the bridge? I checked to see if there's a sentry, maybe, guarding the bridge.
No, there isn't. Not that you can see. Unless you want to give an investigation check or perception check would be more appropriate. Perception.
I'll do perception.
You see wet goblin footprints on the bridge that's been splattered with water and foam from the coursing river. They seem relatively fresh, but you do not see a sentry.
Old guys. There's wet goblin prints. They're fresh. That means there's a goblin walking across the bridge. So, Ivor, as stealthily as you can, see what you can find up ahead.
Okay, I'll take off my squeaky shoes and try again.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you can go across the bridge at your leisure.
Okay.
Guys, I don't think this is a good idea.
In a somewhat loud whisper, just motion if it's clear.
I'm just gonna inch across here.
All right, stop right there.
It's not clear.
No, it's not clear. It's get you back here halfway.
It's definitely not clear.
It's definitely not clear. Halfway across the bridge. All right. Get Malik added to the turn order here with a 19.
Told you it was a bad idea.
All right. Nobody saw the goblins who were hiding around the past the bridge on the other side of the lips of the cave. So this is going to be once again surprise. They heard Ivor coming a mile away with his nat 1 way back when.
From where I'm at, can I tell how deep the river is?
With your perception roll, I'm sure you've seen rivers on some of your campaigns when you were with Neverwinter or what have you. You would probably figure that this river is at least 7-10 feet deep. It's a coursing river. You probably don't want to fall in. Actually, I say you definitely don't want to fall in, but that would be time to roll up a new character. But anyway, all right.
He is going to try his darndest to knock us into it.
I've ramped up the difficulty of this campaign. I'm not going to lie. It's not written exactly as it is in the book, so if you say jump into a hole that you think there should be a +1 longsword in, you are going to have a bad time.
That is why at some point I will have Featherfall, so I can jump in and say, "Ha!"
Featherfall is only works if the hole is only like 60 feet deep or something.
That's why you hold on to it until you almost hit the
Until
ground.
you almost hit the bottom in pitch black, and you're gonna know when the bottom hits. All right. Whoops, that's a scimitar roll. Short bow. All right.
Oh boy.
Ivor, this goblin fires its arrow square into your shoulder for 3 points of damage. Another goblin pops out from behind this cave lip, rushes up here, and fires another shot at you. This short bow. Oof, this arrow comes sailing past you and strikes the wall next to the lantern next to Garen. Alright, Malik.
I knew this was a bad idea. 3.
We're going into a goblin cave. Of course it's a bad idea. But then there wouldn't be a game if you didn't.
I guess I'll try and zap. Hey, look, a goblin.
Hey, look, a goblin. Very nice.
Yes.
That hits.
I'm going to do the bottom one.
Alright. Yes, that goblin is now looking quite crispy and bloodied. Thunk.
We'll have to dash to make it across the bridge.
How much do you weigh, Thunk?
Oh God.
Let's see.
You're a smart man. Don't do it.
Maybe we should have perceived the rickety bridge before I walked across it.
Total weight is 367.
Okay, you can run across it if you like to, with someone already standing on the goblin-made bridge.
I'm gonna get right here and test to see if this dash is a good idea. Perceive the bridge.
So the moist boards that the bridge is composed of begin to bow and bend as you put a foot on them.
Moist.
It's moist. They don't have like weather treatment. Goblins don't have weather. They don't have a sealant that they can.
Glad
spray
I'm a
their
light
foot.
thing.
Yeah.
I'd say, Ivor, just come back off the bridge. We'll see if we can lure them over here. Everyone, go back the way we came.
Okay. All right. If that's your turn, Thunk. Ivor.
Okay, so seeing them launching arrows at me, I'm gonna do exactly that, and I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna come back over here. And
Moist.
Moister than an oyster.
shoot that one.
All right. Your arrow flies true and strikes the goblin between the eyes. It falls down dead.
Finished off the crispy.
Yeah. All right, Garen.
I'm gonna step up to the plate, and maybe since my melee skills aren't that great, I'm gonna ready my crossbow, and I'm going to launch a bolt at the other goblin.
If I remember correctly, you don't have Sacred Flame, right?
I do not have Sacred Flame.
All right. See that crossbow attack. Alas, no. Your bolt flies past the goblin and strikes the wall.
This is why
At
I'm a
least
healer.
it didn't fire backwards this time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get out of here, Garrett. I'm going to run a quick basic training with you.
All right, Garen, that goblin fires an arrow right at you, and it sinks into your chest. It finds the weak point in your armor, which seems to be your armor seems to have a lot of weak points.
Clearly.
For 4 damage. All right, Malik. Wow.
Get fucked, goblin.
Very, very nice.
You guys want to see a magic trick? Bzz.
Yeah, the goblin is just, it poofs into ashes. There's nothing left.
Hey, look,
but
there goes a
skeleton.
goblin.
There goes a goblin. There goes a goblin. All right. Now, you are still going to be in initiative order, even though there's no combat, depending on where you want to go. So you can move, Malik, if you'd like to move somewhere.
Okay, hold up. Here's what we need to do. Ivor, since you've already crossed the bridge, I pull out my hempen rope. I hand one end to Ivor. I tell him to go across and secure the rope to the other end.
Okay. I could try. Okay, I will take his rope
All right.
and
It's just one end. As he's going across the bridge, I'm holding the other end. So
slowly make my way across this moist, rickety bridge. Hopefully not going to be ambushed when I get to the other end. And look around to see something to anchor it.
like a stalagmite or stalactite, or some rock formation, something secure enough.
Yeah, there are some stalagmites. I can never remember the difference.
I can
Which
never
ones have-
remember which
Tight
one
holds
either.
tight to the ceiling. Mite tries mightily to go up.
Let's see. Yes, there are some stalagmites in this moist cave.
Okay. I'm going to come to this one right here and try to tie off the rope.
Okay. Let's see. I want to say that rope tying is like a survival skill. So,
Sounds perfectly
sounds
reasonable
right.
to me.
Give me a survival roll. Yeah, you tie a very, very nice knot.
It's all that forest training.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Okay,
you
I'm
tie
gonna
it
go
up very sweet.
I tie the other end to my waist. So I
Okay.
guess I roll survival, see if I got it secure enough.
Yeah. It's marginally secure, you think?
Okay. Wait till I go across, guys. So I am
Did
now
my job.
slowly going to go across the bridge. Holding
Now, how much do you
holding
weigh?
onto the rope.
360 some odd pounds, I think.
Oh, well, if
Just-
he can make it, then I'm good.
I'm just going to put this out now. I don't really think I have the strength to try to pull you off and back if you get sucked down. So, just saying.
All right, Thunk.
That's why I had you. That's why I had you secure it.
At the midway point of the bridge, give for me an athletics check.
Oh,
Very nice. Yes, as you reach the halfway point of the bridge, the moist wooden panels they bend and bow, and eventually they don't break because they're so moist. They bow to the point where they're no longer held up by the rope, and a great big hole opens up in the middle of the bridge. But you manage to grasp onto the ropes, running across the bridge, and stop yourself from falling down.
Okay. Now I untie the rope that's around me and I toss the end over to on the other end of the bridge and tell them tie it around your waist. If you fall in, don't worry. Just hold on to the rope. I will pull you out.
Sure. I'll tie it around my waist and I'll give it a shot.
All right.
was more secure than his.
More secure. Let's see here.
As he's going across, I am like keeping the rope somewhat taut.
How much do you weigh, Garen?
190.
So as you reach the hole that's now like in the middle point of the bridge, give me an athletics check.
This is where he jumps and falls in.
Alas, Garen, you slip on that wood. You try to grasp the rope, but it's too moist, and your fingers, your fingers slip off, and you fall down into the water and are being pulled away.
I start pulling him in.
All right, give
And
me.
I will equally start like grabbing the rope and trying to pull myself as well.
Give
Trying to
me
get
Just roll a strength check.
yes, thunk a straight strength check. All right, let's see here. Garen.
Yep.
So let's see here. Give me a straight strength check as well to see how well you can pull yourself along this rope. Very nice. 18. Between the two of you, Garen, you're being swept away in this water, and you can hear there's a big friggin' waterfall just several yards south, further in this cave. You don't know where you would end up. You manage to just claw your way up this rope and through the hole in the bridge and get on back onto it with Thunk pulling you. You just managed to get right back on that bridge.
All right, yay! I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of the way across, and I will mention how I am uncomfortable now that all my clothes underneath my armor are very moist.
You'll get over it.
Well, don't worry. Your armor has so many holes in it at this point; it'll be dry in no time.
Yeah. So I instruct Garen to untie the rope from him and toss it over to Malik.
I mean, I don't weigh as much as you guys. I don't think I'll need it, but I'll hold on to it.
Just tie it around your waist, safety line. All right, Garen. As he's coming across, we got to keep the rope somewhat taut. So
Yep.
Just pull the slack with me.
Gotcha.
All right, proceed.
Yeah, Malik thinks he's tied a knot, but it's one of those trick knots that if you just tug it, it comes undone.
I totally thought about rolling with disadvantage too because, like, I'm gonna know.
Right? Oh,
Just hold on to the rope
Oh
tightly.
man, I can.
All right, either give me an athletics or an acrobatics check as you try to get over the hole. All right, you manage to nimbly leap over the hole, and you do not slip on the moist wood and make it safely over the other side.
I don't weigh that much, so
You don't weigh that much.
All right. I recover my rope, coil it back up, and put it back in my pack.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Well, at least only one of us got wet.
This is going to be very interesting to see what's going to happen. Yeah. You have made it safely to the other side of the bridge.
All right. All right. I look at Ivor. You know the drill. I need info. What's up? I need some information about what's up ahead.
Okay, so let me see if I can actually do this now. Oh, well, he could do it too.
All right.
Because I'm not doing it.
12. So your character doesn't know what he rolled, so he can think that he's really sneaky.
Yeah. So I'm gonna follow Malik. There's nothing up to the northern area. So we'll come down here.
there's light down this way.
Yes, Malik sees once again flickering candlelight.
And I will use message so that I'm not saying it out loud.
All right. The roar of the waterfall gets louder farther down you go.
Hmm. They're goblins. No.
Malik does not see any goblins.
I know. Makes me sad. I can't say, hey, look, a goblin.
What's your passive perception?
Like, it's 10.
Okay. yeah.
Mine's 13. If that has anything.
Same.
Okay.
See, I thought about checking for traps or for people, but Malik's not.
Ivor, past the waterfall, past the mist of the waterfall, Ivor thinks he sees a goblin down on this, hiding on this southern wall.
So it's kind of like a really black, dark figure among the.
Among the mist from the waterfall.
The mist.
Yes.
Do you feel comfortable trying to get a little bit better look?
Sure, I'll get a little bit closer.
And if it's a goblin, try to pop off a shot and then head back here.
All right, and go ahead and stop right there, Ivor, while I do some rolls.
And
If
we'll
roll-
look down into the void.
Roll 20 would be so kind as to allow me to roll.
It hasn't been kind yet today, so.
Doesn't.
I've been spoiled by my warlock. I miss having Devil's Light.
Yeah, Devil's Sight is amazing. All right, let's see here what's going to happen. Okay. So, Ivor, you are not surprised as a goblin goes to fire an arrow at you. Everyone else, however, is surprised because they're either not close enough to see or their passive perception's really bad.
I rolled
So-
pretty good stealth, though.
Yeah, they don't necessarily see you. All right, Ivor, you think you can get one action in before this goblin lets loose his arrow at you?
Alright, I'm gonna try to shoot him with the bow then.
Great. Very nice. That hits. The goblin squeals in pain and lets loose an arrow. Alas, the rock it is standing on is so moist that it slips and falls down the chasm, squealing and yelling the whole way down.
Hey, look, a goblin. Oh, there it goes.
You don't even hear a thump when it hits the bottom or a splash. And then the other goblin, which had more successfully hidden itself from you, fires his short bow at you. And that arrow strikes true. It strikes Ivor in the other shoulder that wasn't hit before
Oh yeah,
for 5 damage. My goodness.
could be worse.
It could be worse. All right, Malik, you now see the goblin now that it has fired its arrow.
Hey, look,
Look, a goblin.
it's goblin that I don't hit this time for once.
No, alas, your thunderbolt crackles against the moist rock next to the waterfall.
Too moist.
It's too moist. All right. Let's see. It's actually not. Let me see. I messed up the turn order. Don't mind me. All right. Fuck. You have heard Ivor fire his arrow. You have seen an arrow come flying out of the darkness towards Ivor. Malik has just unleashed a thunderbolt.
I swiftly walk up to examine what's going on.
You see a goblin barely clinging to the southern wall across a large chasm.
Is there like a hand-sized rock that I could pick up?
You could probably find a rock laying around.
Can I pick it up and throw it at the goblin?
Okay, I think that's considered an improvised thrown weapon. You're correct. So it's going to be how much damage is an improvised weapon? It's 1d4.
D4.
1d4.
Yeah.
And give me an attack roll. That's just a straight d20. Alas, your rock doesn't quite reach the goblin, and it just hits the walls and falls down the chasm.
Dang.
Ivor accidentally gave you an extra turn, so I'm going to skip over that and then go to Garen.
Okay. I can see people in front of me shooting arrows and throwing rocks. I'm like, this is my chance to redeem myself. Whatever they're shooting at, I could come over here. So, it's a goblin. So excited to be able to help for once. I ready a crossbow bolt, take aim, and shoot.
And you hit.
Hey!
Nice. Yes, you pierce the goblin's heart. It loses its grip on the wall and goes tumbling down the chasm.
My rock distracted him enough.
I turned towards the party with a big, stupid grin on my face.
I give him a real good thumbs up.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. You don't see any more goblins, and I'm also taking you out of initiative order.
Oh, now we got this big chasm in front of us.
You have a big chasm in front of you.
How
Anyway.
deep does it look?
There is a narrow ledge that rings the chasm. You think you can sidle along it as long as you don't slip.
Oh man!
If you did slip, it would mean certain death.
This reminds me of the few times I went near the Underdark. It's very, very dark and deep down there.
You know?
Malik is super excited, and he's gonna start making his way across.
Okay.
Hey, Garen, do you want to pass a heal, or should I do that myself?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think Ivor is hurt worse than he is.
Yeah.
You get a heal. You get it like a healing surge.
Yeah, all I got, it's tis a scratch.
I will heal Ivor with Cure Wounds.
All right, Malik, as he explores the cave, he sees light, solid, steady stream of light coming through. I fixed your healing.
10.
Yeah, I think I fixed your healing spell, Garen. When I
it still says 3 out of 3, and I only have 1 charge left.
No. I mean your damage rolls. It was rolling like 3 different healing dice. I edited. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that
the spell charge thing either, but
yeah.
I'm keeping track.
Dang it.
Well, that topped me off, so.
That Malik guy sure is nimble.
You should see Nick's character in the Saturday game.
I'm standing on the other side, waving at them.
Okay, I'm going to try to follow
If this
suit.
is the other game, you would all be going first while I wait to see if anything happens, and then I go after you guys.
Yeah.
And I don't talk.
I don't think I fixed yours, Emily. Just incidentally in the chat. Anyway, so Malik, you can see what might be sunlight streaming through the cave.
Have we been going up or down?
You've been going up.
Okay.
Slowly sneaking along.
I'm going to message and tell them I think we might be heading towards an exit.
All right. I guess
sure
I will give it a whirl to go across.
Well, I'll shout across to see what do they see, just to see.
Just another passageway right now.
Another passageway. Okay.
Yeah, you'd have to go farther to find out where this leads.
All right.
And I'll message him and tell him you don't need to shout. You can answer me back with this. It's magic.
Yeah, message allows the recipient of the message to whisper back magically.
Oh, I don't understand this whole wizard stuff. I understand healing. I don't understand this telepathy magic.
Because you're a man of whatever god you worship.
Gorm?
Yeah, that
Thingol?
one. Yeah, that one.
God of protection, dwarven god of protection. Which I'm trying
You're emulating him very well because he died too.
Thanks. Thanks.
Uh,
But I will put my faith in my god now as I sidle across.
What are your shoes made of? No.
I
Not like it's up to evil and cast
might
sleep.
surprise you, but I have not gone in that kind of
The world
detail.
is very lucky to have you, and so am I. May the power protect you always.
They're made of moist, spongy material.
And thank you, Felipe, for following. Oh man, yeah, you can make it across just fine. I'm not gonna kill people trying to get across this gap at level 1 or level 2. Oh wait, now that you're level 2, I can totally just kill you for arbitrary reasons. That's fine.
It says so right here.
It says so right here in the DM's guide. It's rule 0. All right.
Okay.
all right, Malik, you want to try to sneak ahead and see what we can find?
No.
Sure.
No. Goodness. Yeah, you see.
Oh, I see anything.
You see a little teensy sliver of sunlight coming through.
Does it actually look like sunlight, or does it look like a real bright
The closer you get,
light?
the more it looks like sunlight. In fact, yes.
Outside.
You have found the exit to the cave. You're now outside.
But Gundren.
We haven't. Yeah, I was gonna say we haven't found anyone. Fuck,
It was
we
probably
gotta
the
go back
path that was back behind the bridge.
We got to go back.
or north, or there was 2 splits. Oh,
We can't leave them.
Oh,
Yes,
balls.
I was
Well,
hoping it would go.
We took a wrong turn. I guess we'll just go to Phandelver and just forget all about Gundren.
No, I can't leave him. He's my brother. Not really.
If he's your brother, then we have to help him.
Yeah.
No, if he's your brother, you inherit. Brothers inherit, wives serve. That's how it works.
I go back in.
Yeah, I'm going into.
I
follow suit.
fling my head, let out a sigh, and just shake it. All right. Hate mountains. Hate climbing.
I mean, in theory, you don't have to go over the bridge. You can go out, then walk overland back to the original entrance, and then come down. It'll just take a lot longer.
Would you like to time skip that?
It would just take a lot longer.
Yeah, there was at the bridge. We can go
all right,
up, or we can
how
go
about
back over the bridge.
If you want to time skip
It's
going the long way around,
I'm not going to make you.
I'm
not going to make you do another set of checks to get over the bridge because you've already figured out how to get over safely. There's no point in making you redo all those checks. So if you want to get over the bridge again, that's fine.
All right.
There's
To the other side of the bridge.
Well, we can also go north on this side of the bridge.
There's a little curving passage to the north of the bridge.
It looks like a dead end, guys. Can I roll investigation, see if there's something laying around?
Yeah, you can do an investigation check.
All right, let me see. This is rolls off my int, so this is gonna be great. Nope, nothing here.
So, Garen, I can't remember. Don't dwarves get some racial thing for doing investigation checks on rocks?
It's
On rocks?
If it has anything to do with stonework, I get double my proficiency bonus.
So that, in this case, would make your roll a 7 instead of a 5, which is still ass.
Yeah.
Now
No,
it's
there's nothing here,
22.
guys. Let's go.
Wait, are you? You're not proficient in investigation, though, are you?
No.
Okay, well then you would. I don't think you would want to say it.
Nope,
But no. Malik realizes that the cave has caved in this section.
I'm gonna go pee real
Cool.
quick. Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, let's take a short break. We'll be
Sounds
back.
good.
We'll be back in a couple minutes.
After these messages, we'll be right
I can't
back.
wait to get my underwear, Emily,
My goodness. All right.
because I know that $10 is a weapon, and so if I'm getting underwear, that means you split it,
Oh
and
man.
I'm totally excited for it.
Oh man. All right. I'm gonna mute myself real quick while we're on break.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, Faye. I'll have to figure out some audio stuff, and I'm sure you can help me test that, or Lantis can help me test that at some point before next session. Especially since there's some certain things coming up that would be really nice to have some like creepy ambient music for. That'd be awesome. And a few other people are still on break at the moment, so we'll just be a minute before I turn the stream back on. It's cool. It was actually a very useful brazier. I'm like, it rolled well. Yeah, sadly, it wasn't made of stone or alabaster, but there's always the future. Just waiting for Nick and Lantis to get back, and then we can get going again. Yeah. Got your first skill. Oh my goodness. Once Nick is back, we'll be good to go. Yeah, when I was making this, like I'm thinking, God, I should really have a side passage that leads back around the bridge, because knowing my luck, they're gonna go over the bridge, the first friggin' thing, they're gonna have to go back again. Oh.
Look, just gonna throw this out there. If there's a way for us to fuck something up, it's most likely gonna happen.
Which is why I can't wait until you get some of the new maps I made for later on. It's gonna be great. It's a little more work to do on certain places. Are you? So I know Nick has played Lost Mines of Phandelver before, and I know Lantis obviously has, because he was in my Lost Mines of Phandelver campaign before. Has either Ivor or Thunk played Lost Mines of Phandelver?
The group I'm running they're doing it right now. They just killed Clark.
Okay.
And they ended up with a little goblin follower.
Oh yeah, Droop.
Yeah, that's Droop.
The only thing I've done is some basic, like, just starter stuff with my buddies. Other than that, I haven't really done much D&D.
Interesting.
Only really started actually doing it here like a month and a half ago or so. Before that, we never actually got together well enough to be able to do anything like this. So
Yeah, it's hard getting a group that is consistent, and I should know, because I've run Lost Mines of Phandelver on Roll20 probably like 8 times, 10 times.
see, when we were all living around each other, we were always busy and schedules mix up. But now that a couple of my buddies are out of town, we found Roll20, and that's when we started. So
Yeah, I've never been able to get a group together in person to play Roll20, or to play Roll20 in person. I mean, to play Dungeons and Dragons in person.
our first session, we were in
yeah.
when everybody came into town from vacation. We did it in person, but other than that, it's been on Roll20.
Roll20 in person is legit. You just have to set up a local LAN.
Or just have a little iPad with the map on it, and then everybody just
Mhm.
move their characters around.
Yeah, I really wanted to build like one of those gaming tables that had an embedded screen in it and do that, but it's like, that would be cool, but I don't have anyone to play with out here, so. But yeah.
Yeah, it was a bear to get my group around the table. And I'm actually building a gaming table, but I got this old whiteboard, a drag race board, that it's going to be the top.
Yeah. Man. All right. And your camera blanked out for a sec there, Nick. There we go. Awesome. All right. So I think we're all back from our ever so short break, and I believe I have the stream audio all turned on and whatnot, so I think we're good to go. And as we come back, you have made it back.
As I want, Emily.
As we have made it back, you are over the edge of the bridge. Made it back to the other side.
All right, let's get back to here.
Yeah, I think back down where we killed the other goblins here.
Yep. The path branches into two directions, one heading south, one heading to the west.
Left or right? Can't roll a D2.
I'll
Good
check out
adventure,
over
always go
here.
left.
Looks like there's a light down this way to the left.
Yes, Ivor can see the flickering of candlelight.
Do you see anything down to the right over there?
Some boxes. A box.
I'll stick by Malik as he goes this direction.
Let's go check out the boxes first.
Well, I think it's a box. It's not like a bunch of boxes.
Might be just a plank of wood.
It
Might be
is.
a hidden room where you find without me again.
It is a
Yeah,
box.
come on, Ivor.
Yes, it is a box. The passage
Oh, hey.
curves around a little bit of a lip. There's a shelf
Oh, that
of
was suspenseful for no reason.
there's a shelf of stone there with a couple goblin beds and a small box of goblin arrows.
Is there any goblins?
No, you gathered the goblins you had killed previously. That's the one wearing the bra was from here.
I'm gonna see if there's anything useful.
How do
Me
goblin
too.
arrows compare to normal arrows?
I would probably say they're a lot more brittle, and every one you fire just breaks, and you have no chance of recovering it.
Okay.
Me and Malik made investigation, see if there's anything else.
Sure. Let's take a look here. What we got? Let's see what there.
Is this where I find my underwear, or are you saving that?
Saving. We're saving more of that for the future. I don't want to blow it all on one session. Let's see here. You find a small pouch, leather pouch that one of the goblins probably forgot to carry with them.
What's
And
inside?
inside the leather pouch is 6 silver pieces. Oh boy.
Silver.
Other
At least
than
there's
that,
no pointy needles that curse you.
oh god. Oh man. Yeah, that's all you find in that room, unless you want a shitty goblin short sword that will break when you use it, or some shitty goblin arrows that will break when you use it.
All right, let's go see about that candlelight.
All right.
Okay, I'll try to sneak ahead this time.
I'll give you guidance.
Oh,
The thing is, I need to be doing that before you roll, but
I think
I'll
I don't
take
know
it.
the.
If I remember correctly, guidance is also concentration, so you can't give it to everybody simultaneously.
Is it one of those that you can use it after the roll before the DM says stuff, or is it just one of those adds to roll things?
You can add it to the die before or after making the ability check.
oh, okay.
Okay.
But the guidance has to be active before you make the roll. Like, you can't make a roll, fuck it up, and then cast guidance to get something better that you already did in the past. Guidance has to be active.
Wow. Right. Well, I'm gonna be concentrating on guidance.
For whom?
For Malik.
Okay. All right. So that is 18 for Malik for stealth.
Ooh, I see things. I see goblins.
All right, Malik. Let's see what we got here. Control L. Yes, Malik sees a couple goblins. They are watching the ledge, expecting people to arrive any moment now. They have their bows ready and are getting ready to fire.
I'm gonna tiptoe back slowly. Hey guys, there's some goblins up ahead. Whoever walks through that door is going to get hit.
Well, I am the most armor clad, so I wouldn't mind being the bait.
I mean, I'm okay with
Is
that.
the
I
door
imagine
open or closed? I assume.
there's no door?
There's no
No
door.
door.
Oh, just up ahead.
Yeah, it just
We're in a
opens
cave.
up.
Malik
Opens up.
Malik sees that this cave leads into another larger cave complex that goes deep down, like 40 feet down, and there's a wooden ladder at the ledge. So if you want to get in there, you'll have to climb down a ladder some 40 feet before you hit the bottom.
And they're down there waiting at the bottom.
That's what Malik saw. Yeah.
Okay. So I tell you what. If you let me go, I will ready an action to shoot the first goblin I see once I'm out in the open.
I got an
And
idea. I pick up one of the goblin's dead bodies and bring it over to the ledge.
Okay.
And now I chuck the body. Oh, I don't got line of sight, but let's see.
I don't know if
Yeah.
throwing the body is gonna. It just might scare them, but I don't know how much that will do to them.
Oh, I'm going to try to throw it at one of the goblins.
It'd be a heck of a throw. I don't know what the range on a dead goblin's corpse is.
Before
Right.
you,
Would I make a strength check to do so, or
Throwing something heavy, like throwing a... Yeah, say it's just untrained strength, because I assume you haven't practiced throwing goblin corpses long distances, right?
are you kidding? That was a pastime in my unit. It was gnome throwing.
first, let me try doing this. I'm going to cast sleep, and try and put those three fuckers to sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just not roll poorly.
Yeah, sleep is a very difficult spell to get to go off, right?
Well, I know I can probably get two of them. All right.
Let's see. Yes.
I'm gonna switch that over so it's not an attack. I don't know why it's set to an attack.
So that is 16. Two of the goblins fall soundly asleep. They just kind of drift off.
They'll be asleep now for the next minute.
All right. My goodness.
You
All
can
right.
you can try and hit the one that's not asleep.
Yes. I'm going to move an Ivor.
And as the
You
two
try to
goblins
take my
fall asleep at the bottom, you hear another voice calling out from the other end of the cave. "Don't sleep now, you fools! The intruders are sure to be here soon."
I go back up and just place the body back down.
I'll whisper to Thunk and said, "We better be careful. Apparently, there are intruders here."
Apparently so.
I wonder who the intruders are.
Maybe we should go look for them. They could be our friends.
The quest has changed.
They can help us out.
Ivor, see if you can hit the one that's awake.
Okay. I can come over here next to the ladder.
And I'm going to be ready to go down the ladder.
So
Alright,
it's just these two that are asleep, right?
Yes, as soon as Ivor steps out into the ladder, he is
Oh,
now visible.
crap.
He is now visible to the goblin boss. You see Sildar Hallwinter with a knife pressed up against his throat, and he says, "Stop and surrender, or I'll slit his throat, you fool."
Why would you do that?
Why would you kill your
Makes no
prisoner?
sense.
What do we do in this situation now?
It's up to you. Sildar is weak. Sildar appears to be weakened. After all, he has been abducted by goblins for it's been 3 days or something.
So I am going to step out here and do this quickly because I want to get this off without him being able to react and kill Sidar. And I'm going to use my one charge of Charm Person from my cat.
Okay, you want to charm the goblin.
I want to charm the goblin that's about to try to kill Sildar.
Oh my lord. Alright, what is the saving throw? I think that's wisdom or something? I want to say it's a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah,
maybe I'm wrong. Yes, wisdom saving throw. You're not technically fighting the goblins, so there we go. Nice. All right, what is your spell save DC, Lantis or Garen?
13.
All right, the goblin is more wise than you are intelligent, so we shall see if your plan succeeds. I'm very sad because I want that to work.
Friend.
I'm very sad because I want this to work. Alas, the goblin kind of blinks his eyes, and the knife is pressed even tighter now to Sildar's neck. Your spell has clearly failed. So sad.
Should we just hit him?
Stupid hat.
Keep in mind, you don't have a lot of time to make up your mind or discuss tactics, so someone needs to do something or Sildar will die.
Should have kept the body.
I'm out. That's the most intelligent thing my -2 score could think of.
So, you plan on killing him? What do you want?
Throw down your weapons and surrender, he says.
I return. I can't throw down my weapon. There are intruders here.
Yeah, we're looking for the intruders. Have you seen them?
Okay, so I'm behind Garen, right? I guess I'm taller than him, so he can still see me.
Yeah.
I kind of nudge Ivor a bit and give him the look like, shoot your bow.
Okay,
Please,
so
God, hit him. Pop
real
him.
quickly, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on him
Okay.
and shoot my bow at him and hope it hits.
All right, everyone roll initiative.
Stupid hat.
Stupid hat.
Oh,
Stupid initiative.
I really wanted that hat to work. That would have been so good. But you'll have lots of opportunities.
Hey, Garen, do you just want to cut it down the middle on us there? You know, maybe pause, maybe.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is, while he's trying to blink off my charm spell that didn't work, and I see it's obviously failing, I'm gonna quickly whip out my crossbow and see if I can't put a bolt in between his eyes.
All right. So, in terms of turn order resolution, it's a funny thing about D&D. Even though the thing that has initiated combat is an arrow shot, it doesn't happen until the end of the initiative because Ivor got a 4. So you're in combat in initiative, even though the thing that triggered the initiative hasn't happened yet because it's 5th edition. Anyway, Malik, technically you get to take an action before Ivor does.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hold a thunderbolt until someone shoots at something.
Okay. Garen. Sildar is saying, "Don't surrender," and then you can see a little trickle of blood dripping down his neck.
I say okay and shoot.
Okay. Let's see. No. Yeah, your arrow, you didn't wind your crossbow back all the way, and so the arrow just kind of goes like, bloop, just bloop,
Right.
falls
And
right. This is why you need Sacred Flame.
yeah. I will use my movement. All right.
Don't get Sildar killed. I want to roleplay as him. Damn it.
I'm gonna just go ahead and how much of my movement would it take to get down the ladder?
40 feet.
40 feet. Oh, wow! I can't even.
You can
get
Navy
down
slide
that.
down. You could probably Navy slide down that ladder.
You can jump off, which will be the same as sliding down the ladder, basically.
Okay, I just want to get down here and try to pull aggro.
All right, Malik's Thunderbolt strikes. It hits the goblin
For 10.
for 10 damage. The goblin is still looking strong and resilient and is incredibly angry at your audacity. All right, up to you, Garen. What do you like to do?
Oh, wait, it's back to me.
No, it's just are you doing any more movement or what? Sorry, what did you do? You started climbing down. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
halfway up the ladder. All right, Thunk. You cannot.
I too will slide down the ladder.
You cannot move past Garen, so even though you have a greater movement speed, you're stuck until Garen reaches the bottom, unless you want to jump off.
Can I like go halfway down, then jump off over Garen?
Yeah, that'll reduce the fall damage you take.
I will do that.
Okay, let's get that damage rolled.
All that beautiful damage.
Yeah.
Kind of do that.
If roll 20 will be so kind, thank you. All right, yeah, you take 8 damage as you reach halfway down the ladder, jump over Garen. Make sure your health is set correctly. Yeah, there we go. Nice. All right, yeah. You're at below half health, or just at half health now.
You make a thunking noise as you hit the ground.
All right, Yamik slits Sildar's wrist and throws him over the 40-foot cliff, and Sildar falls down to the bottom. Let's take a look here. 7. And may do the rolls. Actually, I don't even think this kills Sildar.
Yes!
Oh, whoops, I missed a d6. I meant to do 4d6. Yes, this is 15 damage. Sildar is barely alive and bleeding on the ground. His body is rolling down at Thunk's feet, and he's prone and like
Is he incapacitated or
he's not incapacitated.
really?
He has a lot of health. He actually has a lot of health. Okay. And that is the goblin boss's turn. My goodness. Alright, this goblin here. Does that allow you to make repeated saving throws? I can't remember. Like, nobody in my party has ever used a sleep spell before.
As far as I know, no. They're asleep for a minute. You can be woken up by like being slapped or something.
Okay, yeah.
Like taking damage will wake you up.
Right. Wow. Alright, yeah, that's awful. Okay. Yeah, so this goblin is still sleeping. Sildar. Let me pull up his character sheet, because I wasn't expecting him to be joining this fight. Sildar. All winter. This is before he levels up. Okay. So that is that. All right. Sildar stands up, clutching his bloody neck, and let's think here. What is Sildar going to do in this circumstance? All right. Sildar is going to press himself up against this wall here and hide behind that pillar so he's not in direct firing sight. And that is his turn. He can't speak at the moment. All right, this goblin here sees Thunk is down on the ground finally, and is going to let loose an arrow at Thunk. And that, that arrow just snaps when it hits Thunk's chest. My goodness. This goblin is having sleepy time right now. Ivor.
Okay, so I cast Hunter's Mark on him, the goblin captain guy. So I'm going to shoot him with the arrow.
That hits.
I think is pretty much the same roll I did before. And then I believe it's 1d6?
1d6 bonus damage, I want to say.
And just put it in up here. Yeah, 1d6 bonus damage.
Yep. And you can actually add an attack on your character sheet for your bow so that it auto rolls damage. Very nice.
Oh.
Your arrow pierces the goblin's forehead and he falls down dead. Very nice. All right, Malik. Unless Ivor, you'd like to head down the ladder.
Nope, I'm fine up here.
All right, Malik.
Mr. Captain is still up and around.
No, he is
He's
now.
dead.
He is dead.
Okay, I will then try and zap the one that's not sleeping.
All right. Let's see that thunderbolt.
When roll 20 lets me. You might be able to do it faster than me.
Yeah. Alas, your thunderbolt fizzles out before it even reaches the goblin.
Fooey.
Yeah. All right, Garen, you can use the rest of your movement to get down the ladder, and in theory, take a dash action to close the gap between you and the next awake goblin.
Yeah. I'll actually, yeah.
Although, if you have a hand crossbow and you just hook your feet into the ladder really securely, you can load it and then fire with one hand.
I'll just, I'm actually just gonna run out here and as a body just to get in this dude's way.
All right, Thunk.
All right, 5, 10, 15. Run up on this guy. And
I
I
thought that
hit
was
him.
Thunk's roll for a minute. I'm like, oh my god, that's the worst roll he's ever done.
That was my bad.
Very nice. Yes, once again, Thunk, you cleave the goblin in twain.
Yay.
Great. Leader of the goblins is dead. These two goblins are sleeping. Sildar is trying to keep the wound closed on his neck.
Garen, go aid him.
Right, this goblin is dead. That goblin is sleeping. Ivor,
I'm gonna,
you can move your hunter's mark as a bonus action.
yeah, I'm gonna put him on him and hit him. Does that automatically hit since he's sleeping, or does that advantage since he's sleeping?
Let me check the sleeping status effect. I don't.
I think it'd be disadvantage because he'd be on the ground. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
which
he would be prone because he's asleep. Like he didn't. He's not standing up and sleeping, so he's prone.
Well, I'll try it anyway, since I like my vantage point up here. I don't want to try to get down, and I'd have to get down to do anything. So, well,
Yeah, it wouldn't actually matter. I do want to look that rule up though, because I want to say sleeping also counts as being unconscious. So that means
Yeah, it
that
does.
they auto-fail dex and strength saves. Hostiles have advantage, and all damage in 5 feet is a critical automatically. In this case,
dang.
the disadvantage from being prone cancels out because of the advantage of being unconscious. So it would be a 21 to hit instead of 21. So in this case, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But yes, you do hit the goblin. The goblin is now awake. And
Oh,
wait, no, you did your hunter's mark damage for 3 damage. You killed the goblin
Yeah.
in his sleep. He never knew what hit him.
I thought I did a bad, but I did a good instead.
Such
Yeah.
a peaceful way to go.
It's a peaceful way. All right, Malik.
I will make my way down and dash.
All right.
Whoop. Drag. There we go. That is all I will do.
Awesome. Garen, what are you going to do?
Hearing someone saying that I need to tend to Stoldar, I will. Yeah, I can get there. I will pop over to him and kind of give him a once over real quick and see that his neck is real messed up. And I'll cast Cure Wounds on poor Sildar.
I think that's your last spell slot.
It is my last spell slot.
Very nice. Now that his throat is magically knitted together and Sildar is almost at full health, he thanks you. And quickly, before the 6 seconds expires, he says, "Where's Gundren? Have you seen him? All right, Thunk, your turn."
I'm going to actually go up to this goblin And while he's sleeping, we'll tie him up.
Okay. Give me a survival roll for the security of the knot. Okay. You have tied up the goblin with some of your rope. The goblin is still asleep. Actually, this goblin is dead. And Sildar is looking around the room, trying to find his missing equipment. You do note that he is not wearing armor, and he does not have any weapons on his person. He is, yes, looking around, doesn't see it. Once again, he says, Gundren, have you seen Gundren? And Garen will be able to respond on his next turn. This goblin here is asleep. All right, Ivor.
I think I'm just gonna ready an action on that goblin in case he wakes up, I guess.
All right. And I have some rolling to do. Never mind that new things are appearing in the turn order. All right, Malik. I believe it was your turn anyway.
I'm gonna make my way where the goblin boss was.
Okay. Yes, Emily, but that wasn't your fault. That was because your two party members decided to do untrained medicine checks on an unconscious person, while the other two were getting their butts kicked by an entire cave filled with goblins.
Why?
Because
the Wednesday group was that good.
They made very sound tactical decisions, I will say that much. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Malik?
Nope, that's it.
All righty. Hearing the commotion, the goblin elsewhere in the cave realizes something is amiss. And he dashes out of this cave here, and he calls back, Master, Master, intruders! Yamik is dead, thank God! All right, Garen.
I will reply to Sildar saying, I don't know. We came looking. We found a way out, though.
All right. Sildar says, a weapon! A weapon! Do you have a weapon? I need a weapon!
I hand him my mace.
Okay. All right, you hand him your mace. Let me take a look at the damage roll for a mace. That is 1d6 bludgeoning. All right, I'm just going to edit his character sheet real quick. 1d6. And yes, he is proficient in maces. Because I say so.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. What the hell is slash and nudging? It's not a damage type. Bludgeoning.
It can be.
It's not a damage.
You can make it one.
Oh my! Slash and nudging. Slash and nudging. Slash and nudging.
He wants to cleave people in a half like me.
Oh man! All right. Yes, he takes the mace and he looks relatively satisfied. Garen, what would you like to do?
I will step up in front of Sildar, and I'll ready my crossbow and release a bolt into the dude that just came into the room.
All right. Let's see if you can hit. You can.
Yep.
Very nice. Yes, the arrow was just 1 inch away from that goblin's heart, and it's dripping blood and oozing. It looks like he's about to die. All right, another goblin comes running out of the cave to the south. It's not very smart them running out one at a time. Just so they can get picked off one by one. But these are not intelligent creatures. All right, thunk.
Did that one moonwalk in?
Yeah, he was turned around. It takes a long time for me to rotate things, so he moonwalked. He moonwalked in. All right, Thunk.
I will run up. Bad time to run out.
Yes, actually, it's a very bad time. Very
He
bad
can't
time.
miss.
Thunk
cannot.
hasn't rolled anything below like a 20. So,
I
Yeah,
missed
think
once.
You got
I
your
missed
rolls
once.
from last week.
my God. At this one, alas, you do not split in two, but he is also heavily bloodied. Sildar runs up to the goblins. He strikes them with his mace. Shit!
No, don't tell me. Please no.
So the mace from when Garen fell in the water is still moist.
Your
Oh.
mace is cursed.
The mace is still moist.
God.
No.
As Sildar brings his hand up to throw the mace back, it slips out of his hand and it flies towards Garen, hitting him.
You got your mace back.
You got your mace back.
That mace is cursed. It's a cursed
That was an
mace.
excellent throw.
Oh goodness! Mace does 1 damage to Garen, and
You
Sildar
need
calls
a
out,
new-
Why in the 9 hells is your mace wet?"
That's not how you use that.
It's moist, not wet.
And then, oh my God! Sildar does an unarmed strike because he gets multi-attack, and he gets another nat 1. His hand is still moist from the mace, and it slides off the goblin's cheek, and it somehow hits himself in the jaw. Why?
This is a very, very special Sildar.
It's your mace.
It's your mace. It was
It's your
clearly
mace. It's cursed
just.
with its moisture.
Oh my goodness.
That mace is moister than an oyster.
Oh my lord. Alright, I need to open up another character sheet. Hold on. Actually, you can shift double click. I forgot.
Oh,
Oh my lord. I think Garen just wants to get everybody killed. He can fulfill his fantasy of reliving Gorm's last actions.
10 out of 10.
My god. Alright.
I'm just helping.
You're just helping. Alright. A wolf comes dashing out between the 2 goblins and aims itself at Thunk, snarling with its jaws open. Alright, now a bugbear comes out from around the cave, and he is not stupid, so he doesn't dash. And he hurls his javelin at Sildar. Alas, Sildar manages to dodge the blow. He is too moist at this point, and it just slicks right off of him. My god, this goblin... I'm just going to take this goblin out of the turn order for now, because he's irrelevant. Alright, Ivor. You've seen Sildar lose his mace. And I edited his damn character sheet to put the friggin' mace in there.
I'm gonna move over a little bit so I get better eye on what the heck's going on over here. And I'm going to shoot an arrow at this guy.
Alright.
It doesn't have Hunter's Mark because it's still on the sleeping one, and I can't do anything about it. So
yes, your arrow flies true, and it kills the goblin. It had 1 hit point left anyway, so if Sildar had just if Sildar had just touched it, he would have been taking out both of the goblins with a
too busy
single attack.
punching himself.
Oh my lord! Yes, the goblin is dead. Do you like to use your movement at all? You can't actually see Thunk and the other goblin. They're behind a pillar in the center of the room. So, oh man.
I guess I can start working my way down the ladder. You said it's 40 feet?
Yeah.
So I can only make it 3/4 of the way or so.
Yeah. You can always jump off and take 1d6 of fall damage.
Well, all the fighting's gone on over there. There's not,
No, there's no
whacking me off the
rush.
ladder, so I'll be fine.
All right, Malik.
I will move here. And I can see Mr. Bugbear.
Yes, I think from that vantage point you can see him just barely.
Hey, look, an even larger goblin.
Yes. Bugbears are also goblinoids.
These are things I know because I read. If it will, come on. There we go. Rolling real nice here. Just let me click it.
What?
Son of a bitch.
That's not the right spell.
Chromatic orb again.
Wait, is that
No,
the
that's
spell
what I
you're
wanted to do.
trying to cast?
Yes.
Alas, Larg is not hit by your chromatic orb. His tough hide absorbs it and looked really pretty for a second, but
I just want to see what could have been.
alas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would have been okay.
that wouldn't have been that great anyway. All right, this goblin is dead. Garen, you now have your mace back.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and ready it. I'll hop down here and run up. But instead of attacking the gobbo in front of me,
You're on top of a wolf.
I will.
You're standing on top of a wolf, by the way.
Oh, there is a wolf there. Holy crap!
Yes. It blends into the ground.
I temporarily stand on a wolf, and then I hop off the wolf, stand behind Sildar, and I use my action to use Channel Divinity to cast on him Radiant Defense.
Very nice. What does Radiant Defense do?
Radiant Defense. Here, you know what? I'll just.
This is a UA thing, so I'm not.
Yeah, here, I'll just paste it into the chat. I've got a macro for it, so whenever it procs, I'll just roll the pro.
Damn, that's really nice.
Yeah. I can only do it once per rest.
Yeah, very good. As a free just a thought, as a free action, you can hand him the mace again. It's just handing something to someone is a free action.
Because that worked so well last time.
All right.
Make sure to wipe off
I
the
will.
moisture.
Well, here's the thing, though. Like, all right, this is out of character and not within combat. As a DM, if he were to strike himself again, would he proc Radiant Shield and deal 2d10 damage to himself from the shield?
The Radiant Defense does not say he has to be hit by an enemy, so if he's hit by an ally, including himself, yes, your Radiant Defense would proc, because he's his own enemy.
Okay, I absolutely give him my moist mace again.
Okay.
And I'll ready my crossbow. And that'll be it.
Alright, this goblin is going to strike out at Thunk with his scimitar, and hits Thunk, managing to slash him across the chest for 4 damage. Thunk is now at 7 health, and he is rapidly fallen. Alright, Thunk, this goblin just hit you.
Right. As my action, I'm going to hit the goblin that hit me.
Can't miss.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to use Second Wind, regain 1d, regain hit points.
Was it 1d10 plus your level?
On your turn, you use a bonus action, regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your fighter level.
Alright, so roll a 1d10 plus 2. Wow.
That's a lot.
You get a whopping 4 hit points back. You're now at 11 health. You're at half health. Alright, Sildar. I assume Thunk isn't moving. You want to stay next to the wolf in threat range.
Can I still disengage and move back?
Disengage would be a full action. You've already attacked.
Gotcha.
You can take an opportunity attack if you.
Nah, I'll stay where I'm at.
All right, Sildar. God, that is a really moist mace. Like Jesus. All right, Sildar strikes out at the wolf and misses completely. And then he strikes out again. I've renamed his weapon to the Moist Mace.
I just did that too, dude. I
Excellent.
just did that.
Excellent.
And you didn't know that the waters of that river were cursed, and now the mace is forever moist. It is canon. Sildar once again tries to strike the wolf, but he just can't land a blow. Can't get the damn wolf. All right, Ripper.
Slightly misted from the
Slightly
maze.
misted the mace. All right, bad doggy. some missed.
It's
All
like
right,
getting after it with a spray bottle.
Lord. Oh no, there's no hostile. Oh, that's good. All right, yeah, the wolf tries to bite Thunk and does not have advantage because there's no more hostile enemies next to Thunk, and alas, is not able to get a grip on Thunk's thigh. Clarg hurls another javelin at Sildar.
I will use my shield, faithful shield ability to give him disadvantage.
And doesn't that
You want to give him advantage because you want him to hit.
Well, it doesn't stop the Sildar from taking the damage. He still takes the damage, but it's just that Clarg would then take the 2d10 radiant.
Right, but your shield thing reduces. It gives the enemy disadvantage, doesn't it? What is
Shield
your
of the Faithful? Yeah.
Okay, which you just strictly mechanically you wouldn't want to do because you want Sildar to be hit.
I mean, okay.
Because if he's not hit, then the thing will fire off.
Yeah, you want him to be hit, just not hit hard.
Yeah, all right, that's fine. I'll withhold my protection.
Sildar doesn't have to know that you're withholding your protection.
Yeah, that's really against what Garen doesn't like that.
It's up to you. I mean, it's the mechanics. It's your character.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll hold back.
Okay. All right. Ivor.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish getting off the ladder and come on over here because that is 20 feet.
All right.
Yep. So now I can see some of the action going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the wolf? Oh, I see it now. You have to
Yeah.
really look in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna
give it like a white outline.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot at the wolf then.
All right. Alas, your arrow sails through the wolf's fur, almost hitting it, but it is ineffectual and hits the wall behind the wolf. All right, Malik.
Roll 20 crash on me, so I'm reloading. So if you could, I'm gonna burn my 2 sorcery points to get a level 1 spell slot back.
Okay.
So I'm back to 2.
It looked okay. So you did sleep and you cast Chromatic Orb, and according to your character sheet, you still have 1 spell slot free anyway.
Yeah, I know, but I want to make sure I have 2.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna throw another Chromatic Orb.
All right. Alas, that Chromatic Orb is no better at hitting than the last one.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna say where I am.
That costs how many sorcery points? 1 sorcery point to get a spell slot back.
It's 2 to get a level 1 back.
Okay,
So
so you
I'm out of
have no
spell points.
you have no points left. Okay. All right, Garen.
Let's see. Out of spell slots, don't have any more channel divinity. Don't have a mace. The only option that Garen can think of in this moment is to take his shield and just bash the wolf over the head with it.
You can fire your crossbow at disadvantage.
It is. Oh, okay. I know what I'm going to do. With the inspiration that I was awarded last session, I'm inspired by the limitations I have in battle right now, and to become better as a fighter, and I'll take careful aim with my crossbow, point blank range at this wolf. And I'm assuming that's just going to take away the disadvantage.
It cancels out. Yeah, it cancels out the disadvantage. Okay. Yeah. 14 hits the wolf.
Hey.
Very nice. Ripper is now bloody and looking weak, and you can hear the bugbear from down south screaming, "No, you bastard!"
All right, I have marked that my inspiration has been consumed.
Right. Thunk.
I'm going to swing at the wolf.
All right. This kills the wolf.
And makes the bugbear mad.
The
Oh, wow, I can
bugbear.
see him.
The bugbear is now enraged.
I can see it.
Ripper, no! All right, Sildar is going to take his moist mace, run up to the bugbear, and strike him 2 times, hoping not to get a nat 1 because then he'll kill himself. Uh-oh. Sorry, Roll20's freaking out on me. There we go. Okay. Sildar swings his moist mace at the bugbear and misses completely and utterly. And he swings it again with a backstroke. And once again misses completely and utterly.
The mace, man.
Moist mace mists. Bugbear.
Bugbear. All right. Now it is another entity's turn that you don't see. This enemy is also moonwalking.
Remember that sleeping goblin's still tied up.
There is, however, no. Now I need to find the character sheet. There's the character sheet. Awesome. Okay. Funk. You suddenly find yourself covered in sticky webbing.
Oh, no.
Yes, you're covered in sticky webbing.
Yay.
All right. This is a familiar feeling. All right. Clarg sets his javelins aside and swings his morning star at Sildar and misses. You want him to land an attack. Yes, alas, Sildar is unhit. All right, Ivor, you've seen Thunk get covered in a mysterious sticky webbing.
I'm guessing it came from this area over here, but I can't get a vantage in that area.
No, you'd have to move much farther down.
Yeah. So I think I'll just keep where I'm at now and attack him.
Okay. Now, your arrow flies past Clarg, the bugbear. Alright, unless you'd like to move. Malik.
Come on.
Can you hit any... No,
No.
you can't hit anything. Your thunderbolt fizzles out before it reaches the bugbear. Garen, are you going to hit anything? You've just seen Thunk covered in sticky webbing, and you're getting flashbacks.
No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move over beside him.
Okay.
And from this vantage point, I also cannot see where that came from. But I would like to use my turn to attempt to free him from the webbing.
That is a DC 12 strength check, or you can attack the webbing.
With my crossbow.
Yes.
Having inspiration, I can give it to Garen to give him advantage, can't I?
No. You can use it on your own check. You can't give it to an ally, I would say. Now,
Okay.
now, what Garen can do is he can take the help action and give you free advantage on your turn, which is coming right up next.
Oh, well,
Gotcha.
yeah, I'll do that. I'll definitely do that instead.
Okay, so you're taking the help action. Okay, now Thunk, you can make a DC 12 strength check with advantage because Garen is helping you. You just burst out of the webs; they go flying across the room.
You ain't gonna get me again.
No. All right, that's your action. You still have movement
I do.
if you want to use
Knowing
it.
that the web is webbing and whatnot, I am going to. I don't want to be there, so I'm going to run up here, and I'm going to use another fighter ability.
All right.
Action shirt.
Action Church.
Action surge.
Okay.
I can take one additional action
Very nice.
to swing at Clark.
Very nice. Oof. Alas.
Can I use my inspiration?
I believe the rules state you can use inspiration after a roll, I want to say. I'm trying to figure out what page that is on in the guide. Because if it were like Burning Wheel, you could use it after a roll, but I'm just not sure if 5th edition is actually before or after. And just like everything in the Dungeon Master's Guide, it is very poorly laid out. Inspiration. Pin index.
It says you can. It says you can expend it when you make an attack roll. So I don't know if when means before or after.
All right, fine. We'll say it's after as well. Before or after, it's up to you. That's fine. Unless I find some other like tweak from Mike Earls or something that says otherwise. So yes, you can say that you can use your inspiration, mark that off your sheet. You see that your axe is about to miss, and then you just steel yourself and make the slight adjustment you need to drive it into this bugbear. And this bugbear is now, I want to say this bugbear is still looking strong and resilient, so he is not bloodied yet. All right, Sildar is going to hopefully hit something. His moist mace. 16 hits. Out of 16, oh baby. Sildar's first strike deals 6 damage to the bugbear. Sildar then brings the mace again down to bear on the bugbear with a 14 to hit and misses with his moist mace. All right. The giant spider hidden in the shadows crawls along the wall towards the exit. And it...
Oh boy.
For a second.
That is its speed, so it is like halfway up the ladder, just about. It is dashed. All right. The bugbear is going to strike out at Sildar. 21 to hit hits. Now, let's see here. Sildar. $1d6. 4 plus that is not enough to negate the attack. So yes, the attack does land. For 8 damage, Sildar is still alive, but then, somehow, mysteriously, Sildar bursts forth with radiant light, blinding the bugbear, temporarily burning his flesh and fur, and the bugbear is now looking incredibly weakened.
Woo!
All right, Ivor.
Oh boy. So I think I'm going to shift my focus on this spider here.
Okay.
Yep. I'm just going to shoot it. Or not.
No. Alas, your arrow bounces right off of the spider's hide.
Not having good luck
Thorax,
with that today.
exoskeleton, something. Not having good luck, no. Malik.
Does the spider look like it's running towards us or away?
It looks like it's trying to run towards the opening in the cave up the ladder.
Do I try and put it to sleep or hit it?
Up to you.
I'm gonna see if I can put the spider to sleep because I can't hit anything. 32.
Jesus.
Ha! 6 and 7s.
Wow.
Okay, that was unexpected. So yes, I've never seen the sleep spell actually work when you need it to work. Damn. Okay. Yeah, the spider falls asleep, and so do spiders sleep in real life? I don't know if spiders actually sleep or not, but it is not immune to charm. I'm just wondering if it's going to fall off the wall. So its climbing ability is passive, so it doesn't need to
Pretty
like
sure it
hold on.
wouldn't fall. I'm pretty sure spiders fucking
Just
sleep upside down.
Yeah, that's yeah.
They're
So
spiders.
the spider has clearly fallen asleep. I don't know how you would tell that a spider has fallen asleep.
He's a little slump against the wall.
It kind of slumps. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, you have a sleeping spider. All right, Garen.
Seeing the scuffle down there, I'm gonna sidestep a bit, ready a bolt, and would I be? How big is the bugbear compared to like Sildar? Is he gonna be like half cover or what?
The bugbear is the same height as Sildar.
Okay, seeing that I cannot shoot the bugbear, I'm going to take a step over here because I saw a spider. And I'm going to shoot that instead. Do I get advantage for it being asleep?
You're shooting the spider. It is unconscious, which means attackers have advantage. Just hitting it will wake it up. What?
15? Yeah, I'm shooting it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. No, I was just looking at the gray 5. I'm like, why is
Yeah, I was like, what the heck's
why
that?
is that gray? Because you didn't get a nat 1 or anything. That's weird.
Yeah? Huh.
Oh, no, I see, because you're using the advantage macro thing. So it gets colored gray because that hit doesn't apply.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you do manage to hit the spider for 7 damage. Not 73, 7 damage. Alright, and that wakes the spider up. Alright.
Great.
Now, Thunk.
Seeing that the bugbear is pretty worn down, take another swing.
Alright. Bugbear is dead. To join his pet wolf in the afterlife.
Cool. Can I pry his morning star from his hands?
Yes, you can take his Morning Star.
Okay, will that count as a bonus action?
It's a free action to pick something up
Okay.
once per turn.
Okay, now I'm going to use my movement action and walk over to Garen and say, "Here, this will probably work better."
Alright. Sildar shouts back at Garen. He holds up the mace and says, "I'm keeping this lest it fall into the wrong hands." Loft spell, I name you.
Uh,
All right.
All right.
Sildar is going to go into Clark's room and search for his gear. And he found it, and he's putting on his armor, and it'll only be done in 100 rounds of combat. And I'm not joking. Okay, so the giant spider. All right. Roll20 will not stop scrolling for me for some reason. All right. Giant spider. Alrighty, he fires a blast of webbing from his spinnerets at Ivor and misses, and then scurries up through the passage, attempting to flee.
Good riddance, I say.
And now Ivor can no longer see the spider from his current position because the spider is some 30 feet higher above him in the passage. Clark is dead. Alright. Ivor, unless you want to go climb up after the spider, it is out of your reach.
By myself, I don't think that's a good thing.
Okay, then the spider gets away, and you are all out of turn order.
Does Clark's mace have anything special about it that I can tell?
Roll for me an investigation check. We'll have the dice decide.
Nope.
No, it's just a mundane Morning Star. And other people checking it would determine the same exact thing. Alright. You have killed the goblins. You have killed
Nope, there's still one unconscious,
There's
still asleep.
one sleeping goblin.
He'd be awake now because concentration. So.
Oh, yeah, so yes, the goblin has woken up, and it is... let's take a look here.
Shouldn't it be tied up?
Well, yes,
Yes, I
it
tied
is.
him up.
He was tied up. Let's see. The goblin has used his dagger, which you didn't take from him, to cut the bindings and escape from his bindings, and he is now awake and alive, and he has his bow aimed at Thunk.
Your boss is dead. I killed him. What are you going to do? I am strongest now.
Roll an intimidation roll.
I'm going to give him guidance.
Okay. All right, plus a d4. All right, then the goblin drops his bow and says, "Forgive me, master, forgive me. I serve you always."
What is your name?
What is his name? I've never had anyone keep a goblin alive before in this cave, so we shall see what his name is. His name is Wooturd.
Winturd?
Wooturd.
Wooturd.
Wooturd. Wooturd.
No, Wooturd.
Okay.
That's what the random name generator gave me.
All right.
Oh,
Now tell me, Wooturd, why are you
my friends call me Turd. You
What
can
was
call
y'all's
me
purpose
Turd.
for being? All right, Turd. What was y'all's purpose for being here?
We're bandits, of course. We ambush travelers.
Obviously, and you killed him. But why did you keep Sildar alive? And what happened to the dwarf that he was with?
The human, he was a knight. We wanted to ransom him back to the lords of Waterdeep.
And the dwarf that he was with?
We sent him back to King Grohl.
Sildar's south of here, right?
Sildar is still putting on his armor. He will be away for a while. Unless someone helps him and wants to cut the time down just to, 50 rounds of combat instead of 100? Thank you, 5th edition. Anyway.
Why did that spider run away?
The spider, he serves the black spider. Yes, the names are confusing. It's taken us a while to get used to it. No doubt to deliver a message.
The Black Spider.
Yes,
Well,
he commands King Grohl.
Where's King Grohl?
I don't know exactly. At the castle, I presume. Somewhere in Neverwinter Wood. I've never seen it myself. They say it's made of solid gold and guarded by dragons.
Now, why should I let you live? Give me a reason.
Because
What?
because I
what
love you,
use did
Master.
you
I
serve?
serve you always, Master. I pledge
And you-
my life to you, Master. Please. Please spare me.
I'm gonna walk up. He seems sincere.
And also, did you hear about that golden castle?
Yeah, I know,
Guarded by
right?
dragons?
I would love to see a golden castle, but I don't know about dragons.
All right. But just remember, your life is in my hands now.
Always, Master, always.
We need to get Sildar and go. Those intruders might catch up with us.
Yes, those pesky intruders. Let's see what Clark was holding
You can search Clark's body.
in that room he was in. Come, turd.
Of course, Master. Turd will trail you always.
You know, it will probably not be a good idea to take a goblin into town.
I'll deal with that.
Turd loves towns.
I don't believe Turd's ever been to a town, has he?
I go wherever Master goes. He's the Master. It is written.
Turd, have you ever been to a town?
Goblin Town. It's very musical.
Down to Goblin Town.
Yes. Are anyone searching Unique? I mean, Unique. Clark? Okay. There is a Goblin Town.
I'll search Clark.
Malik knows this.
I'm gonna search his room.
I'll search Clark.
All right. Searching Clark. Give me an investigation roll. Wow.
Oh, man.
I'm searching the room.
All right.
Not
Clark.
Clark, but the room.
Jesus.
All right.
I'll come over here.
Clark has some stuff on his person. Malik found some shiny things in that room. Clark has a leather pouch on his person. Let me do a roll here. 36 gold pieces. That's a lot of gold. Yeah, on Clark.
I tossed the bag to Garen. Hold on to this.
And Clark also has, let's give this an item roll, please.
Gotta love that phase.
Okay. Clark has a naughty book on him. That is entitled A Blackout Drunk Awakened Scrub in River Talar, A Titillating Tale of Debauchery.
Should be a good read.
Should be a good read. Apparently awakened shrubs can get drunk. And I will put that into the chat so you all can see. Oops.
Like that's what was. It's like a piece of parchment with exactly those words on it.
Yeah, so it's a book, and that's the title of the book. A Blackout Drunk in River Talar, A Titillating Tale of Debauchery.
It'd be an interesting read.
Yeah, and the color is neon purple.
I'll look over his shoulder and be like, what's debauchery mean?
There's too many syllables.
Sexy things.
Sexy thing.
I
Right,
get embarrassed and walk away.
that is what you find.
He's young.
That's what you find on Clark's person. All right, Malik.
I want to hold on to that book. I'm
Hold
actually.
on to that.
I want to read that book.
Read that. All right. Malik, you find a bunch of stuff. So Sildar is focused on putting on his armor. He's not paying attention to you. It's a damn clasp. It always sticks. That's why it takes 10 minutes. You see a bunch of crates and chests. Clearly these were things that these goblins had looted from passing travelers and things. Some of them are stamped with the logo and name of Barthen's Provisions. Others are stamped Lion Shield Coster, Phandelver. So you recognize these were destined for Phandalin. Most of the crates are mundane things like crowbars and rope and various mining supplies and pickaxes and commoners' clothing and some handkerchiefs made out of burlap. They're very uncomfortable to use. However, you do see a treasure chest. This was most clearly Clark's, the bugbear leader's, most precious possession.
I'm gonna go
I'm
open
pretty
it.
sure we killed his most precious possession.
As you killed Ripper the wolf. You're just going to open the chest?
Yep.
Okay, Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God.
This is when a barbarian would be handy.
That's the barbarian. Very nice. Yes, as you open the chest, a vial of poisonous gas opens up, but you manage to hold your breath as it passes over you and dissipates. Right. All
What's
right.
inside?
Inside, you find 600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces, 2 potions of healing. That's not off healing; it's of healing. And you also find you find a burlap mask meant to fit over a person's head. The eyes are made of quartz crystal, and it has a skeletal hand burned onto the forehead with bone accents.
Does it appear magical?
It does.
I'm gonna check it. Yeah.
All right. Let's take a look here. That's interesting. Interesting. I see. Yes, this mask emits fog when near Earth elementals.
It's oddly specific.
It's oddly. You haven't seen my item generator very much. It is very specific sometimes.
Wait, what is this random thingamajig that I always end up getting to?
It fogs when near Earth elementals.
We're back here again.
Solosin in my Saturday game has a backpack filled with things like emit sparks when near lizards, mist when near vampires, glows when near dragons. I think there was underwear that vibrates
I have
when
a
near
ring
genitals.
Nearby.
Yeah.
A ring that does something when near water?
And you don't know what that something is, I think, if I remember correctly.
I believe so.
A mug that
I don't quite
beeps
remember.
when it's filled with hot liquid. That's
was the best one.
Yeah, it's a
Out
wizard.
of all of them, that was the best one.
Yeah, a wizard opened a bar and it's like, people aren't drinking enough. I need to make a mug that's so fucking annoying when it's full that people just down the whole thing. It just beeps the whole time.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right, that is what you find in Clark's treasure chest. That's what you find, and otherwise the rest of the stuff in here is just mundane equipment and gear that seems to have been slated for delivery to Phandalin.
Anything my newfound servant Turd could use?
Turd is fully equipped with a dagger, a scimitar, and a bow. He's not proficient in anything more than leather armor, which he is also wearing.
So he sounds like about as well kitted out as he could possibly be.
Yes. He is well equipped for a goblin.
So I go up to Sildar, say, so, what happened?
as he buckles the last clasp of his armor, finally. We were ambushed by goblins and giant spiders several days ago. I don't know how much time has passed. They knocked me unconscious, and as I went down, I saw them knock down Gundren as well. I think he was still alive. I woke up here in this cave, and I didn't see Gundren since.
Why would
And
they
I'll
keep
speak up
you-
and I'll be like, I know where he is. He's in a golden castle with dragons.
Yes.
Why would they take Gundren and not just kill him on the spot?
I don't know exactly. Supposedly, this King Groll person had demanded Gundren's delivery, safe and unspoiled.
Hmm.
What would Gundren
So-
have on him that would make them want to keep him alive?
No, I couldn't imagine. The only thing valuable Gundren had in his possession was that map case. It had a rather lovely jewel embedded in it, worth quite a fortune, I'd say.
We found it empty.
Empty.
Oh yeah, I have that. Here, I'll walk up and I'll give it to Silver. Is this the one?
Yes, it is, but why would they take the map in the case and not the jewel? The jewel is worth far more.
Do you know what the map leads to?
Supposedly, it led to some sort of prospecting site Gundren was very excited about. I don't know terribly much about it, but the Lord's Alliance saw fit to loan Gundren some money after taking a look at the map. In fact, that was my whole purpose, was ensuring that Gundren's venture succeeded so he could pay back the loan, with interest, I might add. Thank you for the case. This was his collateral, and he puts it in his sack.
As long as you give it back to him.
As long as Gundren pays his debt, I would be more than happy to return it.
Oh no, you sort of failed at your job.
Yes, and I'm sure that my superiors will have a word or two for me. Gundren owes them several thousand gold pieces.
All right.
So what are you gonna do now?
Well, I know if Gundren was headed towards Phandelver, I'll go there. That would be the best place to look for leads, I expect.
Yeah, we'll head back there too. We still got that delivery to make.
Hopefully the town master will be able to provide some help.
Should we do anything with that's I would assume stolen goods in here? That the townspeople might want them, the shop owners.
We can let them know for a price.
That is, of
But
course,
there
your
was-
concern. These goods are
Stolen.
worth nothing to me, Sildar says.
Yeah, we can let them know about the stash for a price.
I that's okay.
Is Malik the only person good aligned? No, he's not even good aligned. Okay. He's chaotic neutral.
Oh, he's supposed to be good. I'm supposed to make him good. And chaotic good.
All right. Yeah, your character sheet says chaotic
Oh.
neutral, but
I'll fix that.
I mean, yes, these goods will help the people. And I do want them to know about it. But we also need money.
I'll let you know about it for money. It's a Rick and Morty. Anyway, yes. Yeah, so you can do whatever you like now. You have, to the best of your perception, cleared the cave.
All right, what do you guys say we head on out of here?
What about this area where the spider
Yeah,
came
where
to?
the spider came from.
I'm just kind of standing here, so.
Yeah, you can look at it if you want.
Good point.
Oh, that's a
go
nice. That's lovely.
The spider's lair is filled with bones.
Come turd.
Come turd.
Can I kind of?
I'll give him the nameplate so you can see.
Can I kind of maybe kick some bones around and see if I find anything
You'd have to climb down into the pit in order to get to the bones.
Oh,
There's
boy.
there's also a mummified, desiccated goblin wrapped in webs. All right, I have
I'll climb down.
updated turd.
Sure. I'll climb down.
It's Mr. Frodo.
All right. Yeah, you see a number of bones. Some of them appear to be human, some goblin. There's a few dwarf bones there. Very nice. Alec, who knows how to build a character for one of my campaigns, has min-maxed investigation.
I picked investigation for a number of reasons, but all my characters like treasure, and for that, I need investigation.
There's not a whole lot of interest other than a set of dwarven brewing supplies. They have golden filigree, a word is written on them in Dwarvish, and they have a hammer symbol embedded on them.
I speak Dwarvish. What's it say?
It says, fond memories.
Do they appear magical?
They do not.
Aw.
They do not appear magical. They're just
Fond
dwarven
memories.
brewing supplies.
Well, they're still shiny, so I will.
As gold filigree, you
I
can
will
sell
take
it.
them.
I don't know how much brewing supplies are worth, but
Maybe our dwarven friend over here can brew.
they are worth 20 gold pieces.
The tool proficiency I picked was brewer supplies, so
Do you think you could use them?
I mean, I don't know if they're any better than the ones I already have.
Are
These
you
ones
do-
have gold.
These ones have gold filigree, and I say fond memories on them.
Sure. I mean, I'll take it. Come on.
Sildar says, "Stop wasting time. We need to get back to town."
All right, let's go.
Incidentally, did Gundren pay you in advance?
We were told we paid. It was pay on delivery.
Damn. Very well. I'll have to find the gold elsewhere.
Did he say that the dude we're delivering to was going to pay us, or that he was?
You were told that Barthen, at Barthen's provisions, would pay you. All right, yeah. So what are y'all guys gonna do?
Head on back
Yes.
to the wagon.
Yep.
I will mention that I have been brewing some honey mead the entirety of my travels so far, so that should be ready pretty soon.
All right.
Well, if it's ready, let's crack it open on for us of the trip.
I am gonna move all your
Come
tokens.
turd.
I'm gonna move
Come,
all.
sir.
Sure.
I'm gonna move all your tokens together here, and let me make sure I have Turd's HP bar public as well as his name.
If Turd lasts more than 2 sessions, I'll be surprised.
Look, my character is going to make sure that everybody is safe.
You can.
That's worked out so well so far.
I'm just saying, you go into town and it's like all the town's guard are like, dude, you can't let a goblin in here. Like the goblins, like I'm gonna side with the bunch of people with swords over the goblins.
the god.
I'll handle the guards. Don't worry about it.
We don't need you killing the guards over a goblin.
I'm not gonna kill anybody over.
All right. You find your way back to the cart. It is now getting late in the evening. The sun is setting. It is very pretty. I'm not a poet. Just imagine a pretty sunset.
Oh, it's our amazingly hidden cart.
The amazingly hidden cart is still there.
The ox is still there?
Yes.
That's a first.
That's a first. I know. In your campaign, you got like a nat 1 for the survival check, and the oxen were killed by
God.
wolves. But anyway, yes, the oxen are still there, and they're happily munching on the grass. I think oxen eat grass. I don't know.
They do.
All right.
Nice.
What are you gonna do?
All right. I'm just like, all right, let's get it going. Turd, if you touch one thing on this cart,
Of course, master. My hands will be in my pockets.
Better be.
Although,
I want to.
if I can't touch anything in the cart, how can I ride on the cart? Do I need to walk?
I guess they can walk alongside me in like patrol
Oh yes,
fashion.
Turd is a very good patroller. I'm great at dropping in on things.
As evident by
Wow.
falling asleep upon our arrival.
Well, Turd was up all night. I was very tired. Clark had this
That's okay.
Clark had this great book. We just couldn't put it down.
Oh, this book, right? Yes, the book I'm going to read.
Yes, it's thrilling. I never knew shrubs could do that. You'll find out when you get to chapter 3.
Oh, I can't wait.
So yes,
All right. Yeah, Ox. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Yes. The sun sets behind the mountains. The name of whom I can't remember. I think it's the Sword Mountains. I want to say. As you arrive in Phandelver, it is a lovely small town, and I have an illustration that is illustrated at daytime, but
Before we actually start getting into town, I yell at Turd to come up and sit next to me on the cart.
okay, Turd will join you.
Along the way, I wanted to see how good Garin is in counting money.
Well,
I want
I
to see how
have all
good
the
he is at keeping
values
track.
written down. Like me.
I know you do.
LLC, here, let's see. Oh no, it seems to all be here.
Okay.
Can I double check?
42 gold, 116 silver, and 600 copper.
Oh man, you all find yourself at Phandelver, and it's a lovely little village, a bit dilapidated and kind of old looking. The newest building in town appears to be an inn, kind of along the main road. You come into the town up here, so the point that says to Tribor Trail. I think you're all on this map, yes? So, okay. We'll paste you in. Sildar says he's going off to talk to the town master, so he goes off to the center of town, to a building there. And let's take a look here. All right. Yeah, the town consists of 40 or 50 log buildings. Some built are on old fieldstone foundations. Various other old ruins dot the town. Crumbling stone walls covered in ivy and briars surround new warehouses and shops. This must have been a much larger town in centuries past. It's probably fallen and been rebuilt and fallen and rebuilt several times over the centuries. And yeah, as you approach, you see children playing on the town green, their mothers standing out the side saying, "Children, the sun, come in, come in, come in, don't stay out at night, it's not safe." And various other townspeople heading out of the shops so that they can get ready for their evening meal.
Awesome. Well,
I guess we could go to Barthen's Provisions.
Yeah, I drive the. I asked one of the guards, like, "Hey there, we're looking for Barthen's Provisions. We have a wagon load of provisions for him."
Ah, of course. You need to pay the trade tax, naturally. That's 10 gold pieces before I can let you in.
I guess
All right.
from our haul, I'll deduct 10.
Excellent, wonderful. And is that a goblin I see up there?
Pay him no mind. He's my servant.
He's a small, sickened child.
Small sickened child with a dagger and a scimitar and a bow on his back. Yes, we have to put down a safety deposit for any non-sentients or sub-sentient creatures you bring in with you. That's another 10 gold.
I'll look over to Thung.
I will toss him 10 gold for me. That's all my money.
Excellent. Enjoy your stay at Phandelver. Then he lets you. Then he stands aside. Barthen's Provisions is that building that you're 5 feet away from, right next to you.
Look over to Turd. He's like, "You better be worth this."
Of course, master. Always. Turd aims to please.
All right, so we pull up to Barthen's.
All right. Yes, Barthen's is an old-looking, kind of semi-rundown structure. It has a little side house, probably where the proprietor lives, and then a larger shop, a shop face out at the front. There were glass windows at one point, but they shattered, and there are now boards up them. I know, doggy, mixed dog, playing around in there.
Yeah, I'm getting him put outside because he won't calm down. Trying to eat my blanket.
It's either your socks or your blanket every session.
Sometimes it's towels.
Towels. Yes, and the door is still open, even though it's evening. Unlocked, I should say.
All right, pull up, and I hop down. Turd, stay with the cart.
Of course, master.
And walk in. Hello there. Is Barthen around?
You see an older, heavy-set man, a human man. He's probably about 6'5", and he's actually quite muscular below the fat. I'm sure Funk would notice. Said, welcome, friend. I'm Barthen. How can I help you?
We got a delivery of goods from Gundren for you.
Oh, excellent. Is Gundren not with you? I was expecting him a few days ago.
I step up and interrupt, and he's being held at a golden castle guarded by dragons.
I see.
I look down at the dwarf, kind of glaringly, saying, "Shush, the grown-ups are talking."
Shush, Nick. Shush.
Shush.
Yes, a golden castle. Quite. In any case, here's your payment, and he gives you 100 gold, a sack of 100 gold. But yes, whenever Gundren is around, please, I long to speak with him. He's my cousin on my mother's side, twice removed, you know.
I
You don't look
slightly
very
see the
dwarfy.
resemblance. I do have a slight bit of more business, if you're interested.
Well, certainly, I do business. All business. All sorts of
We have
business.
recently come all across a cache of weapons and other goods. Safe, of course.
Interesting.
How much would that kind of information where it's at be worth to you?
Well, we haven't gotten any deliveries in some time for some reason. I suspect bandits are probably at work. Alas, since there have been no deliveries, I have very few goods here at Barthen's Provisions, and no cash to actually pay you, other than the 100 gold I've already given you.
They were taken by goblins.
That's not at all surprising. There have been a number of attacks on the Tribor Trail as of late. Very few shops have been getting their deliveries. Well, of course, for Halia, naturally.
Really? Hell yeah. All right.
Yes, well.
Who's Halia?
She owns the Miners' Exchange. You would have to be suicidal to cross her. Even a goblin, and I'm sure this dwarf here even would be able to tell. Not that I'm doubting your powers of perception, Master Dwarf.
I grin.
Yes. Is there any other business I can do for you? I have lots of rope and some pitons here. I have 3 or 4 week old rations. The expiration date is just a suggestion, I assure you.
No. Do you have I assume you have someone to unload the cart for you.
Oh yes, my servant, let's see what his name is. My servant, what's his name? He'll be alive.
Out of character. Is he a goblin too?
He's not. Let me look up. I want a dwarf name, not a Dutch name generator. I haven't moved my dwarven name generator into Roll20 yet. Homo rock? No.
What? I beg your pardon?
Excuse me? You need to get a better
What?
name generator. Yeah. The Dutch dwarf. Yes, Browdor Hornfury, my servant, will be along shortly to unload the cart. Hopefully everything's there and it's perfectly intact. If you have no further
Right.
business, I have my
Well,
evening
I
meal
still
to get to.
interested. Like, you couldn't spare maybe 20 gold extra. I mean, just to cover the cost of getting into town. I'll surely give you the location of this cache.
Roll persuasion. Homo.
I'll offer guidance. I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, I must say I don't really go in for this shady business at all, good sir. I'll have no part of it.
Very well. Good doing business with you.
Yes, quite.
I go to shake his hand.
He turns to his servant and says, double check the cart, make sure there's nothing missing, and he rebuffs your handshake.
Wow.
Can I walk up to the counter and talk to him since Thunk failed?
You're not. You're not going to be
I
able to
walk out.
persuade him to. give
No,
you
I want
more.
to actually let him know where it is because
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
it is the shipments got banditized by these goblins. It's actually their product to begin with, so I want to let him know where they are.
Sure, you can certainly tell him that.
So I just want to let him know that they are in the cave, and we kind of cleaned it out for them. They just have to go in and get the stuff out. Well, minus the giant spider, but we're not going to tell them about that. So,
And the intruders.
yeah, the intruders that totally weren't us that they were talking about, but sure.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you very much for telling me. It's so unusual to meet a person of fine, good standing these days, especially in this town.
What's wrong with this town?
Well, of course, missing shipments and whatnot, and then, of course, disappearances and various other unpleasant things that you don't want to hear about.
Maybe we
What do you
do.
mean appearances?
Well, you know, of course, the Alderley family has gone missing recently, them and their little daughter. You're not from Phandelver, are you? I don't recognize you.
No, I'm
Nope.
from Waterdeep.
Ah, interesting. Interesting. That's another fine town filled with fine people.
And there goes Roll20 on me.
You could tell.
no.
And I already forgot his servant's name. Oh yeah, Browdor Hornfury. That's it.
It's Homo Rock.
It's Homo.
So, all right.
Yeah, there you go. Yes. Barthen is kind of looking at his water clock. He's like, well, if there's no further business, I have a supper to attend to.
I wave bye.
Yes, farewell. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll leave too.
All
Yeah,
right.
and I'll head out following him.
All right, yeah. The evening is getting along. You can see
Did we get to keep the cart?
the cart does not belong to you.
All right. Well, I already walked out, and I tell Turd to hop down.
All right, Turd will hop down. Of course,
Find a place.
Master. Anything,
Let's go.
anything you command, Master.
Let's go find a place to sleep.
I guess, yeah, we'll head to the inn since it's getting dark.
Yes, one of the few buildings that still has candles in the windows is, you can see an inn in the center of town called the Stonehill Inn.
Garen is partial to the name of the inn.
Yes.
I want to see if I can find the other shop.
Let's see, there's Lion Shield Coster. That is also in the town square.
Are we still within business hours?
You're at like the end of business hours for the evening.
I'm gonna go see if they're still open, while everyone else is going to the inn and whatnot.
Yeah, you can see the proprietor of the Blind Shield Coster just approaching the window to put out the candle. And she smiles when you step up, and she kind of opens the door. Can I help you? Are you a customer?
Well, maybe I don't mean to bug you right now. I just have you had problems with your shipments?
Well, of course, all the proprietors in this town have had problems receiving their shipments, except Halia, of course.
Why does she get her stuff and then no one else does?
You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm from Waterdeep.
Well, let me put it this way. She is a perfectly lovely woman and a very competent business person.
I'm going to insight check her because that
Doesn't sound right.
My insight is poop. It's a +0, so we'll see how it goes. Once it loads. Come on, character sheet. Almost there. Insight. There it is.
I know. No Blinsky's toy shop. No pet monkey. You have a pet goblin now, though. You don't exactly know the full extent of what she means, but you gather it's a backhanded compliment. Like, yeah, she's a competent business person, so much so that she wouldn't let bandits take their goods.
Okay. Well, we found some of your stuff in a goblin cave on the way here. I just wanted to come by and let you know.
Oh my, that's wonderful. I haven't had shipment in weeks. Where was this cave exactly?
I'll tell her from like the direction we came, and
Well, wonderful.
If you have a map, I could like probably point it out to you. I'm good with books and stuff.
Yeah. She goes from behind the counter real quick and runs back with a map and a quill and an ink jar at the ready. She's very excited.
I'll tell her where it is.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you so much. I can't believe it. I never thought I'd see those goods again. I paid in advance, you know. No one will do business here in Phandelver without paying in advance.
Why is that?
Oh well, there are a number of very competent business people in town, and sometimes you don't get what you paid for, or you don't get paid for things you provide, and so on.
That doesn't sound very nice.
Well, it can be unpleasant at times. I'm sure you understand being promised something and not getting it, or paying for something and not getting it.
Yeah. Does the guards seem real mean? Do they always tax everyone that comes in? That seems a little weird.
Oh yes. Well, there's a number of taxes that everyone has to pay here. People coming in, people leaving, people staying. People eating, people breathing, I think, is a new one that they introduced recently.
Would you happen to know someone that I could talk to more about what's happening here? Maybe someone that, I don't know, that I guess maybe not afraid. I'm not sure. I'm sort of new at this thing.
Oh, well, of course, you want to speak to the town master, Harvin Wester. Of course, it's afternoon, so he's probably sleeping at the moment.
Oh yes, I don't mean now. It's just I wanna learn more about why this town is having such a hard time.
Of course, yes. I'm sure Harbin would be perfectly happy to accommodate you.
Okay. Well, that was all. I just wanted to let you know. Thank you very much.
Of course. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Yeah, you too. I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna go to the inn that everyone was heading to.
All right. Yeah. You can head into the inn. Is everyone going into the inn?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So there is a halfling woman kind of standing at the bar. It's like a tavern room, and then the rooms in the actual inn are upstairs. And she smiles when you come in and says, "Oh, welcome, friends, welcome. How can I help you? Are you here for a room for the evening?" And there's no way in hell I'm going to keep these accents and voices consistent, so just don't be surprised if they change completely between sessions.
I
guess
demand
he is.
consistency, T.
Look, you know, I redo all the characters every game I play, so I've done like 30 sets of NPCs for Phandelver. Oh god, my sexy lady voice, Emily. I don't know which one that is.
So how much for a room and a hot meal?
Oh, of course. Just let me consult the chart. I'm a little new to this innkeeping business. Let's see here. Yes, well, that will just be 2 silver pieces a night per person.
Okay.
I guess I could pull out 8 gold from our pool.
Silver.
Silver.
Oh, so silver?
Yeah.
2 times 4,
Silver.
so 8 silver.
Yep.
Wonderful. That comes with a free continental breakfast, you know.
Of course it does.
Do you have a stable or something?
Yes. Out back, there's a little stable. And also a dining area on the green. We don't have a table yet for it, so you'll have to eat on the ground if you want to do that.
That's not for me. Look down at Turd. Go sleep in the stable.
Of course, master, of course.
Stay out of trouble.
I'll sleep in the stable. Yes, of course, master. I'll be
Stay out
right
of
there in the
trouble.
morning when you wake up, master. Ready to serve
You
as
know,
always,
he's
master.
probably going to run away, right? He's a goblin.
If he runs away, he runs away.
I would never leave the master, master. Turd goes to sleep, master. In the stable, master.
All right. Shoo. Go.
He skitters out of the door. All right.
All right. Well, I'm going to go head up to my room. And I was like, oh, guys, that was good fighting today. I'll see you guys in the morning. There's something about this alder leaf I kind of want to check out. Missing child? It's worth looking into.
Sure. Yeah, she will show you up to your room and what was her name?
I don't think you said.
Yeah. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Elmira. I'm the proprietress here.
I look down at Elmira and smile like, thank you, Elmira. You're a very kind hostess.
Wait, I was doing kind of like a deeper Britishy thing for her voice, I think. Of course, thank you. Your rooms are right over here. I've even put fresh sheets on the bed this week.
That's nice.
I head that way.
I'm waiting for the beds to be delivered any day now. I have the sheets, though.
It's fine. It's fine. Thank you. I've slept on a lot rougher surfaces than this.
Wonderful. The continental breakfast will be served at sunrise.
It's from sunrise till
Until just after sunrise. It's a bit.
very well.
Very small window.
You think? I wanted the contractor to put in a bigger one, but it was a little more pricey.
Ooh, funny.
I get it.
I got it too.
Yes, and she excuses herself and heads back downstairs. Yeah, you can then all have yourselves a nice long rest if you like.
Yep.
Because
Because I'm thinking it's probably a good point to call it for tonight.
Yeah. My goodness. You finally made it to town.
I know. And we got a new friend, guys.
You got a new friend who will totally be Turd
Yeah,
will
yeah,
totally
We are now a
Oh,
party of
God.
5.
He will totally attune to that to that bra at night as well, I'm sure.
So, just a little housekeeping. We ended up with 132 gold. So that's 33 for everybody.
Minus
Alright.
whatever was paid in taxes.
I pulled out the taxes when we headed in.
I have 148 gold total, with the silver and copper being transferred over to gold.
Everybody also gets 27 silver.
So that's how much gold apiece?
33 gold, 27 silver, and do 150 copper. Nice divisible numbers.
Yes, and there's
Also, we have 2 potions of healing, which would be good to give to anybody that's not me that could use a source of healing.
I could use a potion of healing. I could hold on to one.
And everybody also gets 150 experience.
Puts us a big 800.
Oh, before everybody turns in, Thunk tells everybody, like, I want us to see y'all in the morning. I want to discuss something with y'all. But for now, get some sleep.
Okay.
Man, he sure is bossy.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that was an interesting session. You guys finally made it to town, which I'm sure it won't be as combat heavy as
Yeah.
the Goblin Lair. Oh man! And thanks again for everybody who tuned into the stream. This is going to get uploaded to YouTube shortly. And thank you again, Emily, for donating and giving Nick that magical bra.
Oh yeah, you better be attuning to that.
I am attuning to it.
Awesome. And I'll see all of you next Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's UTC -7 in Arizona, something like that. And
7:30 Eastern.
7:30 Eastern. And we'll hopefully unlock the secrets of Phandelver and get to use some of my new maps next session, which I'm really excited about. That'll be fun. All right. Thanks, everyone, for playing, and I'll talk to y'all soon. See ya.